Yes, sir.
God, they both got that shit on.
I heard somebody, Hollywood. Ladies and gentlemen.
Are you ready for some Street Fighter 6 topic?
Chill out. That's not enough. That's not enough. That man just asked you, are you ready for some Street Fighter 6? Joe, now I think that I actually believe them. So with that being the case, it is officially time to get into our talk. Hold on.
No. We got a video before top 8, everybody.
Okay. Is it the Sea Viper one?
Can we run the video before top 8, please?
Yeah, okay, it's the Sea Viper one that leaked. Or not leaked, Sony released it early by accident.
That's the leader of the organization known as Shadowman. His name is Bison. This
God,
is
she looks
simulation
amazing.
data based on his battle prowess. But as a research director, I'll have to test what this thing is capable of. Out of all the data obtained by Siren, this one's the most dangerous. We should be able to fight against it. Let's boot it up. Begin test. Nice work.
She looks real good.
I hate doing overtime.
Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for some Sea Viper?
Are we really ready for some Crimson Viper?
Ladies and gentlemen, of course we share in your excitement, but we also share in your excitement for what's about to happen right here on this stage. It is time, finally, to get into...
Wait, hold on.
What?
Hold on, I got a phone call, hold on.
A phone?
Hello?
Joe, what do you have?
Joe, what the hell? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm too excited, I gotta say it. Capcom called Joe, and we got another trailer.
Do you want another trailer?
Oh, hell yeah, I want another trailer.
We got one more trailer for you. Make some noise if you want it!
Thank
Ladies
you,
and gentlemen,
person that was on
that's
Joe's
loud,
phone.
Very loud, but not quite enough. Are you ready for another trailer? Roll it.
As the outfit pause. Kimberly's outfit is amazing. I love the jacket.
Another mission
She's so tanned. This Chun outfit is amazing, though. Okay, but when do the costumes drop?
And with that said, are we ready for some top A?
One more time, you gotta make it count. Are we ready for some Street Fighter 6 top 8?
Let's get into it.
Damn, this is a good song. I love them sampling beats in my head.
This is the moment that we have all been waiting for, and there is no time like showtime. Introducing our first player, the reigning Capcom Cup champion, Kagero!
I'm glad to see Kakeru made it
And
this
now,
high.
Your Blink 2025 Respawn champion, Food Up!
Your EVO Japan champion, Mina or Dude!
One of the members of Street Fighter League Europe Championship, Phenom!
The EWC champion, Shao Hard!
A lot of people
Your
that won
CEO
championships over the
25
last
champion
year.
And Combo Breaker champion, LaShawn!
And the young prodigy at his first offline event, ladies and gentlemen, Mickey!
Oh, wow. We got another punk on our hands.
Your EVO Street Fighter 6 champion from 2023, Angry Bird!
Before we get into this top 8, I only request one thing from everybody in this audience to show the world what our scene is all about. So right now, I need this chant. FGC!
FGC! FGC! FGC! FGC! FGC! FGC.
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is finally time. We're going to get into our top 8 and send things over to our commentators.
Let's get it.
Welcome, everybody. Of course, we are here for the
CJ on
final
comms.
game of the weekend. It is the Street Fighter 6 Top 8 here at Evolution. I'm joined by Vicious. His first time up here. This is the 3rd year for the game. And of course, we have some familiar faces.
CJ
all up
and
there.
Vicious, that's a
Obviously,
good
Angry
combo.
3 years in a row here in this Top 8 fighting for it, of course. And it's lovely to see all of you once again from some Street Fighter 6 here at EVO.
And you've heard the entire intro. If you guys have been following along with the Capcom Pro Tour, each and every one of these guys have championship caliber in them. So in terms of who's going to take it over, who is absolutely unpredictable. And honestly, I've been mad excited since I found out the top 8 was established. And I know guaranteed you guys will not be disappointed.
Yeah, and our winner side of the bracket is freakish. There are so many incredibly talented players there, obviously, and the loser side gets even scarier, of course. We have Kakadu versus Fudo, our first match. Scary one between those two. Obviously, veteran players from Japan, one from the older generation, one much newer. Kakadu in his mid-20s, of course. Mena RD, the 2-time Capcom Cup, 2-time EVO Japan champion, trying to put one on the board for EVO here against
Fuck,
Phenom.
Mickey's being put
shows
against
up
Angry
in events
Bird.
like this and has some deep runs. Loser side of the bracket, you want to take us away here?
Absolutely. Lashar going up against Xiao Hai. This was going to be kind of tricky in terms of, ironically, the fact that Xiao Hai has to face off against possibly some Fatal Fury characters, but the fact is, these guys have been absolutely hot. Surprising that they're in the losers round, to be honest with you. Then down below, Mickey with his debut into EVO, in fact, into offline FGC. My man's made it all the way into top 8, facing off against one of the heaviest heroes we could ask for, an EVO champion, Angry Bird.
3 times in a row has been in this top 8 for Street Fighter 6. The only one so far to carry that tradition, which is obviously a very big deal. And we'll have to see how that shakes out in our winners and losers side of the bracket. It's going to be some explosive matches, particularly that Fudo versus Kakadu match. That might determine who wins the tournament. To me, those are 2 players who are on fire. Obviously, Kakadu has looked really, really strong as well. Maybe not his strongest performance in Topanga League, where we saw Fudo just show up and win. Blink respawn, obviously, back-to-back with those 2. Same thing with Lashar. He went to CEO, he went to CB, and then he vanished for a little bit. And so I'm very curious to see how he looks here on the top 8 stage.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of the familiar players that we've seen on the screen, actually up on the stage and also in the top 8. But I actually want to know what you guys think at home. I want to know your picks because Sajam had kind of picked his a little bit. I also was kind of leaning towards Fudo, but honestly, I think Mena RD, when it comes to like the top end of like any competitive stage, he rises up to the occasion. Rob TV has said it himself. He is the definition of clutch, just alongside a Punk, just alongside an Angry Bird. Also another contender in here, so it's actually going to be rather tricky to pick this one.
Yeah, and you can vote in the chat, obviously, if you're in the audience right now, jump in the chat and get
This is
that
a
vote. For
stacked
me,
top 8.
The man that I've shared many a meal with, I'm going to have to say Fudo is my
Right on.
prediction for EVO champion.
I'm honestly, with the current pathways, I have to lean heavily towards Mena RD, genuinely.
That makes sense. I think Mena obviously is a big favorite on that other side there, and hard to prep for him. I think Phenom's going to be struggling to find Blanca practice right before that, obviously, for Cammy. And Mena, I was in the elevator at noon today, and he was scooping Akira out of the lobby. The best player from Japan, the best Cammy from Japan, and he was like, yo, up in my room right now, we're practicing. So get your votes in, obviously, there. And thanks, of course, to PlayStation, who is bringing you this top 8 prediction. You can have your voice heard. Our votes are down below, and of course, it's going to be Mena RD, the people's favorite. Slight edge there over Fudo in that second place. So your pick, it looks like it's going to be the favorite.
I just hope my commentary curse powers doesn't come into effect because I just want a banger of a match all the way across the board. I'm sure you guys do as well at home, and I'm really, really excited to just see if these predictions actually play out.
We'll have to see. That's always the question with this, right? It's the favorite is never someone you can always count on in these kinds of things. You know, even if they are expected to make it far, this is an open bracket. Anybody can enter. Someone like Mickey, who was born when Street Fighter 4 came out, can be in this top 8 for this bracket. Yeah, it's I think 2008 or 2009, if I remember correctly, which is a young man in this top 8 compared to some of the other competitors. So cool to see.
It's going to be so wild to see it. Yeah, I was actually talking to a lot of folks here in regards to like the competitors, the players, actually the ones that have been really kind of like tuning into the CPT. A lot of us have talked about like Mickey. Like, dude, this might just be the dark horse that surprises everybody. I had the luxury of being able to watch one of his stream matches earlier, playing that Cammy, but he also has a couple of secret characters just in case that we actually haven't publicly seen. But I just want to know how he fares up against somebody so well versed against this type of stage at EVO.
Yeah, and the reason I'm familiar with Mickey is actually the World Warrior system.
That's right.
So,
he's gotten like really impressive results both first and second the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, which is really cool. And of course, thanks to PlayStation not only for the vote for making a brand new fight stick. A lot of you probably saw it. It had the Tokon footage, which everybody was very excited about. And of course, it's wired or wireless on PS5 and PC, thanks to their low latency from PlayStation Link. So you can check it out now at PlayStation.com/FlexStrike, and maybe one of the players in this top 8 next year will be using it.
Honestly, I've been wanting to get my hands on it since I actually saw it. I'm like, yo, okay, let me see the wrist support. Let me see what the buttons are feeling like. I think that's one of the biggest things that we can ask for when it comes to any type of peripherals, making sure like the voices are heard in the community. And I'll tell you what, man, when it comes to everything that's been coming out hardware-wise, everybody's been on point. So Sony coming back into the game with this exact peripheral is going to be really refreshing to see.
Yeah, and who makes arcade sticks in the year 2025, right? There's not very many.
It's been
everybody's
difficult,
making
I think.
leverless, so it's cool to see that for sure. And back on to Mickey, we were talking about earlier. You can watch the World Warrior that he comes from, which is the World Warrior where the first Capcom Cup champion is from,
Right.
on Fireman Ruby. That's the YouTube and Twitch. I watched it both years. I had a lot of fun watching their qualifiers this year and last year, and then obviously tuning in and seeing these young players. And we had one in our commentary block earlier as well. Yugong as well as another player out from out there.
That's right.
Tons of good players in that region. I mean, you guys know people like Hot Dog and Oil King from that region as well.
Even
So
Shanghai
many
actually
strong
kind of
players.
extends too, right?
Yeah, exactly. So lots of really good players out there. Definitely check that out. Fireman Ruby on YouTube and Twitch. You can go check out the region he's from in a World Warrior system. That's how you qualify for Capcom Cup for the vast majority of people out there.
Yeah, so looking at the first matchup we have at hand, Kakaru versus Fudo, we got to talk about the path to victory here presented by White Claw. It's going to be so
Oh,
sick to see
talk
it.
about Itabashi
2-1 is
Zangief
gonna be-
and
oh, sorry,
Goichi.
2-1 against Itabashi Zangief. That was actually mad impressive. That's honestly really, really difficult to check. Again, White Claw 0 proof coming on with all of the stats that we needed. 2 over shine as well.
That was a wild one. His match versus Goichi, I mean, he clutched victory from the jaws of defeat. Goichi
I saw
had him.
that.
Like, it was, he baited a throw and walked back on wake up. Kakaru got the back throw, and that was all she wrote. He really clutched it out there, but it was almost a loser's bracket run from him because of that Goichi set. So very, very close. Recommend checking that one out after the tournament, of course. And we'll be taking a look at his competitor here, Fudo.
Oh my God, look at all those zeros up there.
Bodies.
Jesus.
Bodies.
That's actually the definition of the 0 proof, I'll tell you what. But against Punk 2-0 in the top 24 to make it,
That's the EVO champ
wild.
right there. The only person he lost to is Yamaguchi, who he just had sets with in Topanga League as well. Obviously, he's the Topanga League champ for a reason, beating Juicy Joe and Riddles on the way after in his round 3 right before that. Some pretty tough foes that he had to chew his way through to make it here, but it didn't seem like it was a big challenge for him.
Yeah, I'm really honestly kind of curious to see how that played out. We had that kind of extensive set over at Topanga Championship 6 between Fudo and Kakaru specifically. Fudo obviously winning that event. I'm actually kind of curious to see how much prep time Kakaru has had for both Ed and DJ while Fudo
Oh,
was playing.
Fudo
I'm sure
took
there's
out
a lot of
Punk.
information to be had while watching Blink respawn, because honestly, seeing that matchup between him and Momochi in the grand finals into a whole reset, having that much data, honestly is going to be very, very much so a big task. So that was the path to victory presented by White Claw 0 proof to give us all the details as to how they got to this very stage. Speaking of Kakaru and Fudo, hot in the seats. Y'all ready for the first matchup? That's what I'm talking about. Us too, man. Believe me.
A battle of titans, Capcom Cup and EVO champions at our first match on the stage. And this is always going to be one, interesting question about Fudo. He has world-class options in both Ed and DJ.
Right.
So that's the thing about him that you can always count on. You know that he can swap between those two. And I got some intel backstage thanks to Angry Bird. He told me that he saw him prepping both of them. So, both of those are options, and we see the Ed is locked in our first game here. Evolution 2025, our first match of Street Fighter 6.
Let's get it. Let's see who's going to strike first, right? Fudo's going to create that space, immediately catching max distance off of that normal, knock him down, waiting a little bit, backing off. Doesn't want to be overzealous with his pressure.
Yeah, the thing to highlight from Fudo, the way
I
he
forgot
uses flicker
Cat Crew
and
was a
actually-
JP
and then
player.
does Drive rush button, right? He uses drive rush on Ed. Wow, what an interrupt! Just like he's DJ, he uses both of those tools really, really well. EX portal comes out. Fudo gives up the space because of it.
And I like that too. Still trying to maintain as much as he can in terms of positioning, but that spike coming in from the departure, and it's going to be rather difficult. Give me the swing, give me the portal, snapping his fingers, try to check Fudo in case he wanted to check the drive rush.
Yeah, really good choices from both of them. Both of them can do that, right? Obviously, it could be drive rush into some kind of flicker for Fudo to make the same kind of idea. Corner pressure here, drive rush in, takes the throw. New corner pressure from Ed. He doesn't get an auto throw loop and stuff like he did before. So it's a little weaker, and that's a huge hit for Kakaru. Level 2 on deck, which is a huge win condition for both of these characters.
Yeah, he's trying to set up the pace, right? He had the departure in front of Fudo. He sent out a couple of ghosts. Now he's baiting. At this range, he could just go all the way through it. A slight drop. Now he's at burnout. Drive reversal. Here comes the level 2. Is he going to knock him out? Is he going to be
special. That's the chip.
Got
That's the
him.
kill. Fudo check and made. As
Good
soon as he
chip
burns out,
kill.
and we're on the big stage. That's where we see the big drops.
Not afraid of it being expensive, honestly. He's going to build it right back, given the amount of times he's done so in the past. Take a look right now. That big jump in, anticipating the flicker. Go on with the cane swing, young man. Let me get that.
I need
Level
Fudo to take
3
this.
To add on to more damage.
Ed is...
The earlier the better.
I really like Ed.
You can build up some more meters.
He's such a fun character.
And get full control. Set it up. Perfect parry.
I love the
for
mix
Fudo
of his
because the
boxing
knockdown
and
pressure
psycho
after
powers.
back throw, he slightly mistimed. He was looking for delayed button. Kakadu with the immediate wake up. He gets a combo.
Meanwhile,
off this.
JP is just a
Takes
menace.
into the corner. Other side, this man's got a funky DP, and that's a bad one for him. He burns himself out.
No shot. He still went up with a wake-up uppercut. Fudo is not afraid to take that risk. We see that one interruption against that little medium kick from Kakadu.
Oh god, Kakadu is in a bad spot here. He might become a speed bag. Double drive rush, level 1 at the end. The level 2 for the fastball special again. And Fudo's on the
Yeah,
board.
great work, Fudo.
No
Keep it
amount of
up.
Rocky movies can prepare you for what's hitting you, man. I'll tell you what.
That's how it goes sometimes. And the big thing is we're seeing drops from Kakadu and decisions to
Right.
spend extra meter. And that kind of clutch performance can be a big deal on this stage as we jump into our second game.
Immediate jump out. Didn't want to get any sort of chance against that step throw. Drive rush on in. Yes, sir. The cops from medium connects. Spending more of that cancel. Spending more of that meter. But that portal's going to allow him to rest just a little bit, right? That's full screen pressure. Fudo has to make the right choices. Oh my god, that's at least one.
Big gamble on that. Expensive, even though he makes it in. His drive gauge is a little low. Hard to commit to much for Fudo until he waits it out for a bit.
There it
Nice.
is. Heavy-handed is the flicker. Oh my god, so is that Fierce getting swept upon after the perfect parry. Not too bad.
That's the perfect parry Prince for a reason. Boy's ready, and the anti-air, he's more than prepared. EX portal's out. Fudo with the check on the flicker, but the patience from Kakadu.
Jesus, he walked in front of him for so long, yet not a single button came out from Fudo. Perfect
Oh,
parry against the
that
flicker.
parry.
The overhead. Nah, no way, man.
Dirty reset there. Kakadu understanding the situation, knowing he couldn't get a kill without it. I love that sneaky option.
Oh, you get the counter hit upon the approach from Fudo. Wait a minute, a little bit of an exchange. Drive rush forward. Kakadu feeling the momentum. Now he has to back off ever so slightly. These limbs might just clip. Fudo is baiting something. He didn't bait the right thing.
Kakadu too solid, does not fall for the throw bait. And Fudo's offense, a lot of his offense is go in, backdash, try to bait a throw. That's something he does a lot with both of his characters. So big jump in, and it's time to
Here, get in there, Fudo.
Let me get that bounce. We got the double.
Oh, he mistimed. The first EP was a little too late. Unfortunately, the drop there, but he still gets the corner off of it. He's low on drive gauge, though, and so it's hard to convert much, and that's why he goes for the jump.
Oof. Immediate stop on the drive rush. He tried to check it, but it was too late.
He fireball. Plus frames after, he drops the kill. And this is the chance. He dashes in.
Oh,
Kakadu with the
man.
check. A game apiece and drops from both players.
He
so
tried to
far.
rush in after that trade.
Absolutely nerve-wracking to see some of these sequences that can lead into another round. Just getting dropped. Fudo, Kakadu. Little shaky on both ends, but tied 1-1. You'll love to see it. Again, this is first to 3 after all.
The Maracas are
Oh,
coming
it's all
out.
first to
Like
freeze.
to me, we got DJ on the
Unless
stage
grand
for Fudo
finals is
now.
first
With
to
the
5.
character swap. Little bit more mobility, a little bit more trickery, slightly less stability in the mid-range, but he gets more
Oh, going to the
explosive
DJ.
Yeah, explosivity is definitely the characteristic to describe DJ. But the first cane swing, the first strike, goes to Kakadu. Set up the portal. Fudo trying to dash up, just keep himself away from the corner, parrying the attempt of the overhead. We got that low medium kick sweep. Jumping back, regaining that distance is Kakadu. He was ready for it 100%.
low parries there too. He has to guess if it's going to be mid or low, and he's correct on it.
Way out. That's totally fine. The exchange and benefit for Kakadu. OD jackknife. Put the weapon away, sir. Bang.
A level 1, strip a little bit of drive gauge close to the kill. And now anything from Fudo. Yeah, he had to make a guess there. He chooses to commit to the parry, and Kakadu covers it beautifully.
Off to a fantastic start, but Fudo only getting warmed up. That was actually one risk he took with the OD jackknife. Sure was a lesson to be learned, but he's done that plenty of times over. Over in Topanga, he's done it over in Blink. Respawn to actually win. That is a very impressive check to Matters.
Man, it is incredible. His checks on these moments have been so perfect so far. Fudo cannot make an approach happen. Every angle just perfectly stopped, and that's why Fudo has to get extra wild.
He's definitely got the rhythm. Give me the spring kicks.
He got that rhythm.
Plus frames here, goes to the pressure. Safe and sound, but the check from Kakadu, and he has level 2 here as well for the extension. Go for the portal in. He's gonna have the spins. That should be the kill. Kakadu dismantling
Damn.
that in that second game. Instant rematch.
Damn, the killer look on his face.
Good game by Kakeru.
Locked the heck in. Since he's found his current performance, the way he's playing, he's in his zone right now.
That perfect parry, I mean, it's unreasonable. Like, what's
Oh,
going
it
on
feels
here?
like
This guy's
Kakeru
ready
has
for
this
every
match
approach,
on
every
lock.
normal.
Somebody check his pulse.
How are you supposed to make it in? Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, Fudo is not playing the video game right now.
Wait a minute, yeah, that spike was still gonna be able to clip. Fudo was anticipating Kakeru, trying to check that drive rush, but that is a very important tech, trying to push him back even further. Fudo, you cannot whip in front of this man.
Bro, he's trying to get wild. He needs to make anything happen. I mean, Kakeru is a wall. He's got to get tricky, and it misses.
That's too far? Too much pushback?
I mean, something fortunate finally happening, and he doesn't get much off of it. It's a huge missed opportunity for Fudo, and he can't get anything started.
Drive rush forward, the medium kick does let
I
him
do
get
hope
so
that
hot, a little bit of a
soon,
fake out. A trade now, Kakeru, immediately
probably with the
drive
next
rush
season
in.
past that,
Give me your soul.
Street Fighter 6 updates its UI a little
Soul
bit.
might be his. After this, Fudo is not able to play the game. He's trying to get extra wily because of it, and Kakeru stuffing every angle of an opportunity.
The sturdiest sandals known to man. Dashing up, checking with the jab as well, creating that space for Fudo. He wants to look for a whiff punish. He's setting it up with the fireballs as well. Kakeru, who's being so patient. All of his normals being placed the way that they've been placed, all been counter hit against Fudo. He's not going to go out there on a limb to get himself whiff punish, right?
I mean, Fudo's done a lot in the last 20 seconds and not really got a ton of damage, to be honest. So, yeah, and there's the crouching medium punch interruption there. Kakeru ready for the drive rush after, still has tons of meter here.
Yeah, it's so tough too. DJ, what can you do, right? Throwing a fireball safely? Sure, perhaps, but when the portal's about to explode, you kind of have to kick back. Oh, dear God, what a standstill.
Didn't quite make it in time. 6-frame check with that crouching medium punch after in the whip punish. Looking good. Anti-air back heavy kick. Not quite the trade combo, but Fudo in a very excellent position here.
Just about a touch and a half. It could be all drive rush, could be all drive gates that does the talking, or it could be throw, and it does so. You saw counter hit. You saw
Two throws.
with the button press from Kakeru. It just happened to be not the tech.
No fear on the amnesia. He does not respect that option at all. Which is a big sign to send, and now Kakeru's got to be thinking it in the back of his mind next time he gets knocked down.
Yeah, we haven't seen it thus far, right? There's only a matter of time, especially in this part of the set. You're looking at match point for yourself, fully loaded on level 3. Damn! That was mad far!
And the level 1 here. Knockdown. Is amnesia coming out or not? He goes from meaty fireball to defeat it. I love the pressure now. Fudo getting active, making things happen. Makes Kakeru look mortal.
Still so stuck in this corner. Mediums could happen for Fudo. Roundhouse could happen, but no, the drive rush nullified yet again.
Yeah, he can threaten with drive rush into EX Sobot again or something like that too if he gets pushed away to try to,
Come on,
beat those
Fudo.
shots.
You got the lead. Just don't mess it up.
Checking with the far, sweet low medium kick just at the tip.
Oh, perfect parry, but he didn't believe in the drive rush, and he tries it right there to beat the check.
Don't rush
And
in
the
too
reversal.
much.
He's gonna take the side swap here. Fudo's in trouble. Burnt out.
Oh, that's
Not a lot of
exactly what you
options.
shouldn't have done.
He's gonna have to guess with his level 2 situation afterwards for sure. Oh, he just spends a level 3 to get the knockdown into the corner, and Fudo in a bad spot. Chip is a big problem now. Trades the spike are a big problem.
Yeah, and Kakeru could just hang back if need be, right? He's not going to drive rush forward in this type of a situation. He doesn't need to. He's letting all of the projectiles do the talking, figuring
Oh
out the
my
goes.
God.
The double departure, jump back, medium. He absolutely tracked
Yeah,
Fudo
that
on
DP
movement
ruins the
and
game.
rebuttaled correctly. Kakeru sending Fudo into losers right out the gate.
How are you gonna beat that guy? After that performance, Kakeru looking unstoppable. Very similar to what we saw from him from Capcom Cup there. Fist bump in the air and the ultimate machine. When that man's on point, I don't know how you beat him. Just every interaction, every angle, everything, he just sees it all, calculates, and finds a way to stop it.
This is one of the things I was looking forward to, right? I wanted to see what the adaptations and changes were from their matchup in that first of 7 from Topanga. I wanted to see what happens if Fudo is forced to be on the aggressive side, if he's forced to be from that life deficit to expend a lot more meter, possibly get himself ready with the fireballs as well from foil screen, at least as DJ. But yeah, JP just doesn't give him that opportunity whatsoever. Off of the knockdown, you get the portal, you get fake ghosts, you get the stalagmites. It's so difficult.
Yeah, puts him down in loser's bracket, which obviously he won Blink from that position, so we'll have to see if that comes up again. Kakeru in Winterside Grand Finals, and when he's winning, this game looks solved. It looks like there's no way to play offense in Street Fighter 6. There's no way to approach. Just he is an absolute machine who just makes the game look complete.
This was going to be a little bit wild, if I do
Yeah.
say so myself. This next coming match, Mena RD going up against Phenom.
And I know a lot of people, big Mena fans in the crowd here. You saw, or you heard a big pop for him earlier. People love him all over the world. And I think he's a tough one to solve for. You know, his character choices are a little unconventional, and then also his style too. I don't think anybody else really plays the way he does, and Blanca's a hard character to find, you know, matchup experience against.
Yeah, I did get to talk about
Mena is an insane player.
Here as well, right? All the characters he's prepped
No
for,
one
every
else
single character,
really
every
plays
single
Blanca.
player, etc. It's been rather difficult. In fact, we could take an even closer look at that. Let's start with Mena RD with our victory path presented by White Claw.
So you can't really prepare for Mena because of that.
Meshi 2-1 over him. Also, Dual Kevin. How many times does he have to face off against Dual Kevin in a CPT stage?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they have to play back-to-back, and Dual Kevin had a deep run in this bracket, too, against a lot of really strong players. He was one of those ones waiting for Xiaohai, who's obviously in our losers bracket. We're going to talk about that later, but Tori Meshi set was very close. The Kevin set was really close. The Moke set 2-1 as well, and that's a lot of really strong players for him to beat back-to-back. And, you know, I think
I'll be a
as
moment.
absurd as this path is, the Phenom path is outrageous. Look at who Phenom beats. Dude. He's fighting Eli, then he fights John Takuchi, Haitani, Ryusei, Lashar, Momochi, back-to-back, and gets here on winner's side of the bracket.
There's something about him, man. There are certain years where his performance just goes over the top. Right now, he's like the main representative for EU, at least in his World Warrior region. He's currently at like the top of the leaderboards. He had a first and second placement for those last couple of weeks. And honestly, he's as sharp as ever. This is the Phenom that we've been used to over in his path, over in Street Fighter V, and now looking as strong as ever. I think the strongest thus far this year in Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the victory path, of course, presented by White Claw Zero Proof. Nice to see how everybody makes it here in their matches, and excited to see this between the two of them. There is something different about this guy Mena on this EVO stage. He's a little different with this crowd and energy and feeling. You know, other tournaments in the year, he always does well, but EVO is definitely one where he overperforms, and he's just an impossible opponent to beat.
Yeah, I think a lot of players have hailed him as also one of the most clutch players that we could ask for alongside Punk as well. But again, in this very moment, can he take down another top-end player via Phenom and that Cammy? I'm more so kind of concerned with Phenom. I haven't been able to check out any records of him playing any Blancas, as you had mentioned, right?
Yeah, we asked too, like, who do you prep for with this matchup? And he's like, I don't know. I don't have anybody in EU that I really play this matchup with a ton. Like, there are some, but it's not super common. And he said, here, I had to play the Japanese Blanca players, but they don't play exactly like Mena. So I think he's even worried, you know, pre-prep, right? Like, just thinking about this matchup, it was hard. Whereas I saw Mena noon this afternoon. He was ushering up Cammy players to his hotel room to get prep and practice. Like, I think he's been ready to go. He's super prepared, I think, for this matchup.
Yeah, and most in regards to strategy, I did talk to Phenom about it. He's like, he's compartmentalizing every bit of Mena RD as he can, just based off of match footage, right? There's going to be certain things in the pocket of his brain that's like, you know what, if Blanca's in this current situation, position-wise, I have to get ready for this option, right? I can't be too specific. I don't know if Mena RD actually has the headset on, so I'm not going to spoil it, but let's just say Phenom, he's already got the whole tree of options ready.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got some other
All right, Phenom is a Cammy player. I'm rooting for him.
Mena has a unique strength as a player. As we hear the crowd getting hyped for the walkout here in our second match of this winner's side. Top 8 here at EVO. Mena RD versus Phenom. Gonna be a banger here, and I'm sure it's gonna be quite the scrap, as Mena just has this unique ability to sense, not only on his own offense, but on his opponent's offense, where the pace of the match is gonna go and how to smother and make the correct choices.
He's already trying to send it. Damn, that hit how long, excuse me? How many active frames is that bad boy?
I think like 12.
I think Blanca-chan had something to do with it.
Yeah. You sound like J. Jonah Jameson.
I want pictures of Blanca-chan right now on my desk.
That's exactly right, as Phenom just getting couple of stray normals. And
Vicious is so energetic. I love him.
And there we see the drive rush opener for Phenom trying to find the jab. Corner interaction. And you know, everybody's always scared to pressure Blanca. He's a tough character to deal with because it's up ball. He can jump back and go for the air ball. He can go for back dashes or buttons. He's just got a tricky set of options to deal with.
Yeah, a little bit dry towards the drive gauge now for Phenom. You talked about some of those options. He was actually pretty...
he went for the shot one.
To kind of think about pressuring Blanca. Something we talked about a little bit earlier, but... Right now, he's looking pretty damn fine, at least within this neutral, within roundhouse range. Doesn't want to get clipped because Blanca has some very extensive normals that can easily counter you or whiff punish. Oh no, wait a minute. Yeah. Gotta be level 1, you already know it. Securing the first round, absolutely
great job, Phenom.
Interesting things you're seeing so far. Mena's been hitting a lot of forward medium kick. It's because it low crushes, it beats low. So he's trying to beat the crouching medium kick from Phenom. So I'm surprised, as you see it right there, right? I'm surprised that Phenom hit crouching medium kick actually because, you know, that's the exact button Mena's been counter poking against. against.
Yeah, he's only whipped it within ranges to kind of bait out like a normal thus far from what we've seen, but we do get the OD Blanca ball. Didn't get the continuation we saw, jump medium punch and an attempt at that, but here we go, the overhead a little bit too far out. Exposure on the low, we get the side switch. Phenom applying pressure with the stand medium punch, excuse me, hello. There was back-to-back roundhouses. I just saw a bunch of kicks on the screen. He's trying to control the pace with the heavier normals down to slow men RD.
Yeah, and it's a one-hit round now, so Phenom a little bit more passive. Love the jump. It's been a while. Neither of them really committed to that too much. And Mena now playing slow. He's one hit away, so doesn't have to be too active. Just blocks it out, eats the throw. Phenom down a lot of drive gauge now, which makes the next.
Yeah, one good hit into level 3 would kill Blanca.
Just about one hit, one touch is all that's needed into a drive rush.
I think both of them are in that position where one touch into level 3 would kill.
The throw comes in from NRD. This is the first significant opening. We got the Lightning Beast. We don't need the level 3. Let's play a little game. How long can you play defense against the Blanca ball? Burnout is in effect. An attempt at the overhead.
Damn! Nice job, Phenom.
Jab to secure game 1.
Yeah, and once he secured the burnout, I think Phenom was basically like, okay, now it's time for you to go for some new option here as we jump into this second game.
Right back into it. Phenom getting that opener. The counter hit on the forward medium kick.
Yeah, he's been doing that quite a bit. Try to counter poke against that medium ball in.
Mena's getting more aggressive now.
The back medium kick. And Phenom aggressive again with buttons. There's been a lot of delay timing in Mena's pressure so far, and I think Phenom's getting a little active because of it.
The timing exposing the low yet again from the low medium kick. A little delay from the Fierce as well. Looking rather dry for Phenom and RD. He knows the objective. There was an attempt at a parry. You saw it, hence the burnout on Phenom's behalf.
Yeah, and Mena went for a delayed button so that parry would lose there. He gets the combo off this as well. And he's not going to spend too much, I would imagine. Just the doll into pressure, into chip being an option. Plus frames on that. And it's going to be all she wrote in a second here. Love the containment with the jump back ball. Air to air, not an option. Round 1 goes there to Mena.
Damn, that was a smooth punish counter. Phenom's been doing that all weekend long. Oh boy, OD up ball, you had to do it.
Yeah, now we see Mena. I love that he's using these heavy kicks. And look at that, the spaced out forward medium kick. It checks Phenom's reactions. He can get the corner carry here with level 2. And now Phenom in a bad spot, gonna have to deal with the doll at the end of this pressure.
Gonna set up the little fella. Not too much pressure over that. What a whiff punish on that walk back. And you're actually taking head damage. The quick 2-round rebuttal from Mena RD.
Yeah, I love the forward medium kicks, keeping it up in neutral, recognizing that not only
Mena puts Phenom into his pace
and, try to whip punish.
and just took that.
A slow move like forward medium kick is very good to catch people off guard. Double drive rush at round start, both trying to take initiative.
I like that. Fast and furious. Drive on in there. No medium kick yet again, this time via counter hit against Mena RD. What's the pressure looking like from Phenom? Damn, he woke up with no medium?
That's what I mean. Mena has such a good read about what to do on his own offense, but what his opponent wants to do on their defense. As he gets the doll set up here, takes the throw, and now Phenom's gonna guess, is he on a parry, or does he want a reversal? And he can strip the drive gauge here with the drive impact. That's what he does. Ignites the doll, cross up, double hop.
Dear God, even the Funko Pop had a little bit of a hop to it too.
Plus on that, again, he's plus, and now it's gonna be burnout there. Mena steamrolling, and it makes all these offensive sequences feel worse and worse.
That was really bad for
Phenom.
Phenom.
Here and force some defensive situations for Phenom to deal with as well. And there's the heavy punch, level 2, immediate corner push.
Dude, and chunks of drive gauge just getting shaved off from the side of Phenom. He's gonna be looking so tough. He's forced to block in so many of these occasions, especially while Lightning Beast is active. That snipe from how far?
The reads, man, he's been so right about Phenom's offense, and you can tell Phenom is a little hesitant to go for reversals because he's been blocked a couple of times, and that means that Mena can just back up and wait for buttons or jumps, which is exactly what he went for.
Funny enough, all those exchanges still leading to just about equal in life. Phenom sitting at pretty significant resources. That is a very big pickup. How did you react to the OD dive kick in that speed?
Yeah, and Phenom is so passive now. You see he's a little worried. He just needs one hit, but you know, Mena's doing a great job whiffing and then counter poking right after anti-air again.
Oh, good anti-air.
He misses, and he gets the pickup anyway, and you know Phenom's kicking himself for that. He's like, oh, he whiffed, I hit a button, I wasn't right, and everything is not coming up his way.
No, if it works, that's just a very, very genius frame kill is what it is. We'll take it to that.
And you gotta be in your own head if you're Phenom here too, because the first game went your way, and then now you're like, oh man, he blocked a couple of DPs, and I was wrong on defense, and he's beating me up in neutral. A lot of things going right for Mena here in this turnaround the last couple of games.
Yeah, and he's making it hurt too. Not even just in regards to like how much damage he's giving to Phenom, but
I see why they let Street Fighter be 3 out of 5. These are going really fast.
Well, with the drive gauge.
I heard everybody in the world heard Kaba right there, I think. I'm pretty sure. We all heard it immediately.
Que lo que? That's what I'm talking about.
forward medium kick again. Phenom thinking about it. He hasn't had a good answer to the heavy kick from Mena either. Hasn't found a whip punish yet.
That back throw.
Nice whip punish. And I think that's the game for Phenom here. Somehow he's got to slow it down even more if possible and try to be second. We haven't seen that much from Mena, just raw Blanca ball in neutral too.
Yeah, a little funky too. I was actually kind of curious as to if that was going to be a thing against Phenom thus far, but we'll see how often more that comes up. Again, medium kick. You were just talking about to start it off. Forward medium kick has gotten so much mileage against Phenom, playing against his very reactive nature thus far in this set.
Yeah, I mean, if you whip heavy kicks as Blanca, and Phenom's like, I gotta whip punish that, I gotta be faster. And you see the forward medium kick, you try to be fast, and you get hit.
It feels like Phenom hasn't been able to get going since the first game he won.
Whipping lights and stuff too to try to fake him out, and then going for a big button afterwards, trying to catch Phenom, trying to whip punish. It's that heavy kick, and then right behind it, the forward medium kick's a threat as well. So he's got lots of good stuff to look for here.
Wonder if the big opening comes out from NRD, if he ends up spending to level 2 for Lightning Beast, or maybe via block string. Did you get the forward throw? A little dry on the gauge. He's going to be dashing up.
There's
That's
Lightning
when the
Beast.
Lightning Beast comes out. Not only does he get to apply pressure, back away if need be, but also he gets a regain drive gauge. That's a counter hit. That's an extension, and that's the up ball. Looking at match point.
Just like that. I love that he baited right after, right? He hasn't gone for a lot of bait so far.
Damn, it's so hard. It must be so hard to prepare for Mena.
And look at the passive play from Phenom on Mena's offense. He's so worried about reversals, just like that. Right?
Blanca is such a weird character to fight against, and no one plays him but Mena.
There's the slide, the first one of the set. Phenom has such a tall task in dealing with all these options.
Everything is just stacking up against Phenom at this moment. Then RD now bring them to the corner. Blanca ball to close the gap. Roundhouse does get punished, but nothing big, too big out of it. There could have been a low medium kick, perhaps, at that range.
And Phenom's whip punishment has been excellent on a lot of normals, but it's so tough to contain and control all of the options that Blanca can represent. There's the throw again. No DPOS from Phenom twice in a row now, too.
Does get an opening. Does get the forward throw. What are you going to do to pursue? Fierce into the cancel. Now another throw.
Yeah, that just means that he's low on drive gauge now, which means the level 2 for Mena as well. Extra scary. Oh, he goes for it. He risks it all. And
Damn.
That's gonna be the set. You can
What a
tell
heavy
that
risk.
The mid-range from Mena forced him onto that option, and now he's headed to the winner's side of our winners finals with the rematch against the man he played in EVO Japan Grand Finals, Kakadu.
I grabbed your shoulder immediately after that sentence. I was like, dear God, this is going to be one hell of a banger. Getting another rematch between those two Titans on the winners final is absolutely insane. But again, Phenom still has a very, very good chance going into the losers bracket regardless. Again, he's been looking absolutely sharp. No doubt in my mind he's going to try to continue to press on. But there's still so many people that could possibly give him the biggest challenge of his life on top of NRD.
Right, and it's looking a lot like 2023 for this game when we had EVO here, right? We see the Mana Blanca on this stage. We're seeing, obviously, Kakadu on the JP. And historically, I think that kind of a matchup is good for Mena, right? Because he's so good at, reading the rhythm of the game and how people want to play. But Kakadu looks unhittable. He looks like the, offense doesn't work in this game, so who can say?
Even if you do try to hit him, who's to say he's not going to perfect parry you? His percentage has been mad high thus far. But as you can see it, Kakadu versus Mena RD. If you're a Street Fighter fan, you got to be going out of your seat and going nuts for that, just seeing this bracket, right?
Yeah, are we going to get the stare down again between Kakadu and Mena on the stage? Might just happen as we see our loser side of the bracket, which is going to be coming up next, of course, Xiaohai versus Lashar. Mickey versus Angry Birds. Some veterans and some newcomers, some young guns in both of those, so can't wait to see it. It's going to be some excellent stuff. Hopefully everybody's been enjoying all of our matches so far. That's our winner side of the bracket. We're going to take a short break and be back with loser side of Street Fighter 6 Top 8 here at Evolution 2025 in just a little bit.
Right back into it.
Thank you.
Top 8 of Street Fighter 6 here at EVO 2025, Las Vegas, Nevada. Make some noise!
We're excited to see all your lovely faces, of course, and we have another banger matchup coming up right now. Two SNK legends, actually. Two players who are very familiar, obviously, if you've seen the King of Fighters gameplay before, and it's going to be a good one to see. Especially, I'm so impressed with how Xiaohai got here. Imagine, he's fighting for Fatal Fury top 8.
That's right.
He gets 9th place at EVO. Tough. Right, if you're Xiaohai, who is like, he's supposed to win. He's the GOAT, right? Like, we love that guy. He's the GOAT. He has to come over to the Street Fighter stage and back-to-back fight for qualifying for EVO Top 8. And here he is. Like, he had to play him back-to-back. And even they were like, you want a little break in between? And Xiaohai was like, let me at him, dude. I need to get into a top 8 this weekend.
Yeah, we did happen to catch him on stream, I do believe, during day number 2, if I'm not mistaken. Had to face off against Tori Meshi. I'm not going to spoil exactly the entire path that he's had. It was a little bit of a rough shot. There was just one moment where he had mistimed one of his supers to actually catch Tori Meshi on the way down. We could have seen an entirely different timeline if Xiao Hai had landed that. So you know that's definitely going to be fueling him. He's very emotionally fueled. He doesn't necessarily show it, but he definitely feels it, and he definitely shows it off on the next weary opponent, which is really unfortunate. On the other side, though, this is actually kind of crazy. Lashar, back-to-back champions in the CPT via Combo Breaker and CEO. And as you had mentioned, he took a little bit of a break, but here he is right now again in tip-top shape. However, I guess that's kind of like loaded to say tip-top shape because he's currently in the loser side against Xiao Hai. And I thought it was mad ironic that Xiao Hai still has to face more Fatal Fury characters, potentially.
He's gonna pull up with my or Terry, and he's like, "Don't remind me, bro. I don't want to see this." They're just like they're standing outside his window with the stereo, just waiting for him. But we're gonna take a look at their path to victory. How do they made it here? Presented by White Claw Zero Proof, of course. And we see Xiao Hai going to loser side to Tori Meshi. Afterwards, he goes and fights for his life in Fatal Fury. Comes back and beats Shudo, Duel Kevin, and Itabashi Zangief to qualify for this top 8. And he's got some tough opponents right before that, right? Dogra and Noah back-to-back in that round 3.
Kind of wild looking at the stats coming up as well from the side of Lashar. A little bit of poetic justice when you take a look at how he's gotten here in his victory path. But again, Xiao Hai being so competitive, he's definitely going to give Lashar a run for his money. Just taking a look at it right now. He had Young Goki, Cali representative, I like that, but also Aqua, VX Bao, down to Phenom, and then had to face off against DCQ, Pugera, and Punk.
Close
back
sets.
to back to back.
Yeah, these are all close sets too, scrappy ones. I mean, that's why our EVO champion, Punk, 9th place this EVO after really good runs in the last 2 years, obviously top 8 and then winning, barely going down to Lashar in a banger of a match. If you didn't see that one definitely.
I should go back and watch that.
I think for a lot of people's mind, one of the best, if not the best, Street Fighter 6 players. But it's weird to say given that he won CEO and CB, but he kind of underperforms at tournaments, which is weird because you're like, didn't he just win 2 big majors? But things like Capcom Cup and EVO and stuff, I sort of expect him to get the big ones, and he's just not quite there. I think his perfect playstyle is very hard to do at a high level for so long, so I always love to see success from him. He's such a fun player to watch, and I'm curious which of his 3 characters he's going to lock in against Xiao Hai, and Xiao Hai's 3 characters that he could lock in, you know?
I'm very scared to see who they actually pick up next, to be honest with you. They are locked and loaded on the stage. Everybody waiting to see the big throwdown. Again, in top 8, there's definitely going to be no slouching. Xiao Hai versus Lashar on the screen, on the stage right now. It's just a matter of what character is chosen. Taking a look at from Xiao Hai and his current record, he's been mad consistent with the Bison all throughout the weekend thus far. It's at least what I've seen.
Yeah, and I've seen him play some Mai as well. It's another character that I saw him lock in. And his whip punishment, particularly in the Itabashi set, was next level. You see the crowd out there. What's up, everybody here at EVO? Hopefully you've been enjoying your time so far in this crowd. We have Street Fighter action, narrowing it down all the way from 4,000 plus players to our top 8.
That's crazy. Ed was on the screen. You see Terry in the back. He's just like, nah, man. He was just shaking his head. He's like, what are you doing, man?
He's like, I don't need that. I got to get out of here, of course. It's going to be a good one. A banger of a match. Curious about what characters they both lock in. And I have no spoiler. I don't know who they're playing on the stage yet. We'll have to see when we swap over to it. But it should be a good one. Thanks to all of you for sticking with us here on this late night for some Street Fighter action. Our 3rd year at EVO. And this crowd is packed. How's everybody doing out there? You guys feeling good?
All the seats right here on the floor, absolutely packed, absolutely insane. I'm kind of curious, for all of you out there, how many of you guys just been to EVO for the very first time? Let me know, let me hear that real quick. Hold up. Let me see, is your first EVO? Welcome to the family, y'all.
That is a lot of people out there. Every year, I'm so surprised how many people it is their first year. Hopefully, we catch you back here next year. And every year,
some of the seats are getting empty.
He's got the Quam box.
The Quan box?
The Quam box, yeah.
Jesus.
Quamba was making the Quam box. Oh, this is a gamer box, it looks like, instead. But everybody's been using this lately. The theory is people stare at your hands, and you get knocked down, you see them mashing, you know they're going to wake up super or DP or whatever it's going to be, right? So people try to hide their inputs so that when you're playing side by side like this, people don't know what you're up to.
Damn,
and
he's got maximum coverage. Look at the flaps on that bad boy, dude. He's covering the elbows, too.
You can't even see his elbows, brother. You don't even know what's going on under the hood. That's the idea.
That's
you don't
the funniest thing, actually. For someone just tuning in right at that moment, they're like, is his hands connected to the stick? What is this peripheral?
That's what I'm saying, of course. What up, everybody in the crowd out there? Hopefully you're feeling well. We're gonna see between these two who is the true king of fighters. Yo, Snapple?
I like that. Bio Billy Bones? That's my guy right there. We are gonna get locked in very soon. Xiaohai versus Lashar. This is elimination time. This is round 1 of loser's bracket.
Yo, I recognize that flag back there. He's getting hype.
He heard you.
It's gonna be a sick match between these two. Excited to see it. Xiaohai and Lashar, really, really strong players. SNK background, obviously, very good at this game as well. And it looks like the buttons are getting checked. They're locked and loaded. Xiaohai unrolled, and the Autobots, they rolled out, so he's got his box ready to go. Yeah. Bro, how good of a henchman name is Starscream?
I don't know. That sounds pretty beefy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sounds pretty OD. I'm not gonna lie to you. Looking at the screen, we do see Mai locked in, at least on the player 1 side. That might be Xiaohai's choice. Ed, possibly being the choice for the side of the Lashar. Oh, we're gonna get the Mai mirror. The fans seem pretty happy about it. No
My
pun
mirror
intended.
match?
you see Xiaohai lean in like you're gonna play.
That's
that
a mirror
on
match I
screen.
can
It's
get
like you're gonna
behind.
Dare pick a King of Fighters character.
They're
against
both
a
using
big
the
old
outfit
Fury
for
character
each too.
against
That's
me.
great.
Mai versus Mai, our match here. A very strong character and a very common character. Very different styles though. Lashar with punish, hit confirms, reactions, defense. Xiaohai, a much more active player, right? He's gonna pull up and use his reactions and just general fighting game comfort ability to beat you up.
We got the beast thing already to the corner. Xiaohai trying to fish with the low medium. Lashar actually retorted with the exact same normal, but the pressure's going to be a little bit too much thus far. Xiaohai still in control. The Fierce trying to check the movement from Lashar just in case. Oh, opening down below. Another killer beast thing. Get off me, Ryuenji.
Getting some space. The perfect pair, Riembu after trying to beat it. Dive kick, he's looking to beat the anti-air, and Xiaohai does not bite. Okay.
At level 1, we do get an install and a little bit more pressure to escape and create some space for Lashar.
Backing up. Red versus blue here.
Shao still has
getting a little bit of
stocks.
space now that he has this life lead here. Finds the low hit, and he's almost out of the enhanced fans. Reversal from Xiaohai.
Tried to check the drive rush a little bit too late. Damn!
Ah,
What a
damn,
time to
the
bust out
DP.
that OD uppercut. That was actually round changing if the Lashar blocked.
Back to back too, and that sends a message early if you're just down to send it on the first 2 interactions. Again, offense from Xiaohai. He's more likely to act first, throw these fans, EX fans. Wow.
Damn, it just counts for both of them, huh?
You want to do that? What a hit confirm there from Lashar. He wants to do that there because he was worried about the fan, I think, was the idea.
A
Nice.
lot of sense. Just enough space to get that punish counter. Now, level 1, yet again, Kaguru no Mai.
Crossed correctly, and he challenges.
He's still going to be so locked down. What a time to throw that low medium kick. Actually, a counter hit against Lashar. Still got a lot of life left. Trying to knock on the door with the lights instead. Rewarded with the back throw from Xiaohai. And a forward throw now.
Drive rushes in for another one. He's 1 bait away from killing here. I mean, he's got lots of meter critical art on deck. And Lashar trying to block it out and be safe. This
Just
relentless
threw them
pressure
back
from
into the
Xiaohai
corner.
here. Back throw into the corner, 1 guess away.
Trading
What a
throws.
delay. And still gets the throw. Just enough.
Another
Lashar.
one.
Still keeping the pressure on with some of the throws too. Mixing a little bit of the drive rush, delayed normals as well.
Look at that round star charge fan. Xiaohai, no fear. Lashar playing so
Another
passive
one.
comparison.
Another one.
Checking the lows a little bit, knocking on the door.
With
That's a
punish.
perfect whiff punish within that range. To be fair, medium punch goes mad far.
Yeah. Oh, what a throw bait. This is going to be huge damage. Level 2 at the end of this should be enough. Look at that, the 2-tap from Xiaohai in our game 1.
He gave him a fair warning. He looked right at him right before the game started.
He's like, are you sure you want to lock this in, buddy boy? Where I come from, no one beats me in this. Back to character select. Lashar having to think. Buttons correct. Ed,
Oh,
the old flame.
Ooh.
he might have to, specifically for this matchup. With how passive he's been playing, I think the Flickers actually might be able to check Xiaohai at certain ranges, kind of keep him at bay, at least slow down the pace to prevent him from getting cornered so easily.
Yeah, and that's one thing about this matchup is that Ed's fireballs, his projectiles and flickers mean that you can't throw fans for free, but he just pulls up and catches them low.
Xiaohai does not give a fuck.
Normally, Lashar is the king of getting a lot from a little, but so far, he hasn't really been able to make that a factor. Xiaohai just kind of being aggressive and picking him apart.
But I think Ed does a pretty good job of that, at least trying to tone down the pace at least from the mid screen, but under pressure, a little bit difficult, right? His defense options just slightly lackluster, only being able to do ODDP, but it's not active until like double digits, right? So it's not going to be a real, instant escape option.
Yeah, Xiaohai, he's doing a lot, and Lashar is not having a good time slowing him down so far. Just look at this, like he's getting perfect parries, but Xiaohai just pulls up, too ready, too prepared, too offensive. Lashar not being able to match this pace and slow the game down.
Right, and I love the pace that Xiaohai is setting, absolutely, right? This is the first time we've actually seen, okay!
Damn,
Lashar
the
knocked out
counter
lead, but up
hit.
until this point, we do find success with the flicker for the first time. Check the chin.
Drive rush pressure looking in, and that semi-medium punch not plus, so Lashar just blocks after, which means Xiaohai takes his turn to get out of the corner.
Beautiful.
DP Ender, he did not go for the EX Blitz into a level 2 combo or anything. Didn't need to spend it, he felt like it. Now instead, we gotta deal with fan pressure in the corner. He's given plus on block cancels into projectiles, and he jabs out. He does not bite. Oh, expensive. That was very expensive from Lashar. Shin Dream.
We get the single bounce. We're going corner to corner.
Damn, the juggle.
Look at the damage on that.
Trade on that, and he gets the counter hit pickup stand like crouching leg kick, medium DP as Lashar. He may have been gone for a bit, but he didn't forget how to dream.
That's bars, man. It's pretty good. It's pretty neat.
That's what he does. Level 3 early, and that's gonna be a bad one for Lashar. He's not gonna have access to a lot of drive gauge here, so he's gonna have to make a tough decision about how to get out of this spot.
Goes to burn out immediately with the Fierce. A little delay on that, actually, on the held down button.
Tech throw. He built
That's
so
so
much
much
meter.
meter.
He has so much bar. Look at that. Lashar now all kinds of offense. He's got drive gauge to work with. Xiaohai not a lot. Misses the whip punish.
Oh,
That could have been punish counter. It would have been way worse. Instead, now Lashar on the prowl. He's got meter to work with. Drive gauge advantage. But the life bar is gonna be tough. He escapes. Kill rushes away.
Good
drive
throw.
rush in there. A little bit of an earlier Fierce than intended, or at least than expected, I should say.
He's gonna keep holding these flickers because he has level 3 to cancel into. So he's waiting for Xiaohai to go for a drive impact.
Just about the range where he can't really throw these fans. It's so difficult. Lashar, you know he's on the prowl. OD version, that's a lot safer.
Oh, the delayed front throw.
Another
Lashar,
good
he's
throw.
off real quick right before him. Flickers and flickers. The DP is ready in time. One guess away. Drive rushes in. He can make this happen. Lashar's more than capable. He went for the big read.
Oh.
And Xiaohai blocks
He
it out
tried so
correctly.
hard. That was so close.
So long on that. He doesn't bite. And this is what I mean. The instant rematch from Lashar doesn't even take a second to think.
It's like PTSD from Street Fighter 5, man.
Yeah, the ending walker.
Yeah, dude. The very last second trying to catch a button with the OD uppercut from Lashar. High risk, very, very high risk.
Yeah, and it could have been the round. Instead, Xiaohai now all kinds of advantage. And you could just feel that this entire set, he has too much kind of presence on the screen. You can tell Lashar just not matching the way he's controlling space.
Parry on the fans, Lashar mistiming his own jump in anticipation for the fan. Xiaohai just holding it just a little bit longer. Forward throw.
Nothing there from Lashar on defense, just blocking it out.
To the side from Lashar. Damn, the fan's still putting in work even in the corner at that range.
Okay, chance now. Lashar on all kinds of offense. He's got drive gauge and meter to work with.
Oh
There's the
my
whip punish.
God! The big duck to the chin, off of the Fierce. Let the ball rock. Give me that. Kill rush forward, delayed upper. Still had another chance to do an uppercut, but either way, luckily
Lashar's
enough for
still in
Lashar.
this.
That's one round on the board. He's trying to stay alive. DI, not in time.
Oh, and Xiaohai, no rebuttal. That's going to be big. Can go for another drive rush for the extension. DP at the end. Good starter from Lashar here as he baits the throw.
Good bait.
Damn, look at the damage.
New combo on this as well. This is a safe jump ender. Goes to the safe jump, takes the tick throw. Lashar, signs of life here. First time in this set, Xiaohai's been in trouble.
Look at the Killer Bee Sting, dash on up, delayed back throw now. Xiaohai sends out a fan, sends out a message. Lashar not ready to respond just yet. Another throw. A lot of mixed signals coming in from Xiaohai. And the overhead to delay it ever so slightly in case a wake-up button came out. And
Oh,
the throw
no.
back right back after. That's kind of dangerous right now for Lashar where he's at. The big opener off the counter hit. He stays alive, 2-1.
Huge win there. Lashar fighting back. And you know, something about him normally is I feel like when he goes down in sets like this, it kind of just looks like, well, you know, Lashar might not be on it today. He's not on a heater, right? But fighting back and playing that round really well. I like that he got more active. He's playing the game more. He's not just playing passive. He's trying to be active.
The field goal is good. Lashar actually calling out the fans correctly this time. He tried DI in that previous round just a little bit too late.
Yeah, and I I like the DI attempt. Even for a harder combo there, missed the charge flicker. What happens when you play 3 characters and you're, juggling all 3 of them? It's difficult to get every hit confirm, every situational combo correct.
Surely.
Big jump.
And a corner carry as well. Being able to cover that jump, at least with a jab, it's totally fine. At least for Lashar, I should say. Now he gets control. He gets that forward throw, and wow. Xiaohai just immediately responding with an OD uppercut, not fearing the pressure from Lashar.
Wow. Anti-air crouching medium kick too. And Lashar, he can get single hit confirm into OD blitz in a level 2 here, which is big, and he sees the drive rush. What's the confirm here? Oh, he missed!
He
Huge drop.
missed!
He's got level 2 for the kill. Oh my, the heartbreaker from Lashar. And now set point for Xiaohai.
This might be a little bit of a problem.
All that meter gone too. That was the winner from Lashar, but again, his head's not as sharp. He hasn't been playing this character as much.
Just a couple of the lights. Ryu Wenbu can get a punish counter, bring her back down to earth for the side switch, the big exchange. No.
Doesn't get a trade combo there either. Has the corner, no whip punish. He's having trouble here. There's the EX fan, backs it up. Passive play. Charge flicker doesn't reach the hurt box of Mai there though.
Trying to figure it out. Xiaohai now trying to get antsy with that jump. Lashar still ready with the anti-air. Xiaohai trying to that approach again.
What a combo there. The situational awareness from Lashar. Jump back jab for the anti-air just in case there's a dive kick.
We're seeing a lot more of the spark fireball option coming in from Lashar, right? To suppress Xiaohai from even trying to go for the fans more often in that range. Damn! Superman punch to the grill!
He forced burnout here as well. Instead takes the throw. Xiaohai in a bad spot. Oh,
What was that?
Missed that from Lashar. And now a chance. He backdashes and he gets the punish.
Oh, he got it.
Staying alive.
Was that an attempt at a spark for a meaty spark?
Not sure. Oh, I thought it was a flicker, so it was a light kick.
Possibly, possibly.
Man. Oh, and the punish. Xiaohai gets the corner here. He just takes the level 1. Getting the resources here. And what a sweep, too.
Oh, yes. You must definitely take that for Xiaohai.
Wow, the whip punish. EX Ryumbu hit confirmed. Didn't go for anything after, though.
Now putting himself into the corner of Xiaohai with that jump. Lashar, how do you keep Xiaohai contained? You got buffed fans, too, to worry about.
Bro, he double perfect parried that, too. Oh, and the hit confirmed. The delay cancel. He's trying to Shin Dream on the EVO stage, and he hits it. Dash forward, heavy punch. Pulls up double dash for the ender. One gets away, and Lashar is correct. He ties up the set 2 apiece.
The crowd absolutely involved, absolutely erupting for that finish coming in from Lashar. I love everybody coming together to see the Shin Dream bounces. You guys are doing a phenomenal job. Huge improvement from last year. You guys are doing great. I like that.
We all seen it so many times now. We're used to this Ed combo. We're like, all right, another day in the office. We're back into our final game between these two here. Loser
final
side of
game.
Evolution. Loser's gonna be going home in
Come on,
7th
Lashar, you can
place.
take it.
There's a reversal. Lashar getting active.
I love that. You can call out. Punish counter, trying to get the flicker to nullify that fan, but not in time. Actually,
This is a really fun matchup.
Xiaohai, overhead successfully blocked from Lashar. How do you get out? Fears to check the movement.
Ed combos are cool as fuck, and Mai's
Punish.
just fun to
Xiaohai
watch.
spacing excellent there, and he's gonna get the level 1. Low drive gauge for Lashar as well, and now he's gonna be on burnout on the next hit. And there's the EXDP. Just anything to keep himself alive.
Oh no!
Oh no, not the
No time
stun.
there. Yeah, how do you see that one? There's just colors everywhere. Tough to see. Xiaohai once again on set point.
Very deep uppercut. Lashar, killer rushing through, does get the forward throw.
A lot of corner push and knockdown on this. Doesn't go for the drive rush, but Xiaohai, excellent position here in the corner, and it's not in time.
Wow.
Opportunity here, double dash. He's gonna strip some drive gauge here with the level 1. Lashar's got to make some tough decisions on defense, and he's wrong, but he's apparently
Lashar
alive.
is
Xiaohai
cooked
with the
right
mistake,
now.
Tough spot. How does he survive?
Chip is imminent. If Lashar continues to back away, he does get an opportunity for the flicker counter hit. Nothing behind it that's super big just yet. But that's the one
Oh,
we were
this could
looking for,
save
baby.
it.
We were talking about the big conversion. This is the critical art, but more importantly, he's out of burnout and he's in control.
And he steals
And
the
put
burnout from
Mai into
Xiaohai. He's gonna
burnout.
deal with Ed with no drive gauge. The reaction.
Oh
of the
my
young man
God.
himself, Xiaohai.
Xiaohai is
eliminating
insane.
Lashar in a 3-2 nail biter, just like that.
You can't be upset at that. You genuinely cannot be upset at that to try it in that exact moment. Xiaohai, he was just too ready.
He's too prepared. He's a young man in nickname and in reaction time. Ladies and gentlemen, can we all make some noise for our first eliminated player here, Lashar? Seventh place here at Evolution, and Xiaohai starting.
Lashar was so thirsty for that set stun.
Even before this top 8 began, can he do it again through the loser side? All the way through these killers.
That is quite the task at hand, I'll tell you what, when we take a look at the bracket later, but now it sets us up nicely for what's to come on the loser side. Even further, we got Mickey versus Angry Bird. That's going to be kind of wild, only because I will say I feel like not a lot of people have been introduced to Mickey just yet, right?
Yeah, really young player, obviously from Hong Kong. First time here out at EVO and in the top 8 of this bracket. Incredible stuff. And he's a young player who plays very defensive, very footsie-oriented, slow play, which is really surprising, I think, generally, right, for a player of that age. But what a banger set between these two, Lashar and Xiaohai. SNK legends fighting here to see who's the real king of fighters. And it's Xiaohai in the end with an incredibly impressive performance. 3-2 over Lashar. 6 set between those two.
And you weren't kidding either. In regards to what you would preface it with, you were talking about the amount of control that Lashar was trying to look for, the reactionary playstyle, which is why he kind of picked Ed after the Mai hadn't worked out. Xiaohai's activity on offense was just too much to handle in the mirror match. But I guess the objective right now, or at least the objective at that point, Lashar wasn't able to get it fully through up until way later. So when you think about it, it's like, what would have happened if Ed was the initial pick?
That's what you gotta guess, right? That's the thing in this combo.
God, Ed's corner carries are so good.
Of course. And thanks to the replay, which is presented by PlayStation Tournaments, of course. Awesome to see that we get some extra stuff. And it's cool to see even in these moments, you know, the clutch plays from players like that. Like Xiaohai is he's just dead if he's not right. And he's reaction time, excellent stuff, of course. So hopefully everybody enjoyed that. And we're ready for our other loser side of the bracket to see who's going to be our next eliminated player and narrow down that top 8 to the 6 players who will be in our top 6 of here at EVO.
So again, if this is your first time seeing either of these players, we talked a little bit about Mick and his character choices, right? Cammy has been on the screen a handful of times on the stream as well. At least Mai also has been the choice for him, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of characters from him, of course. We have our White Claw Zero Proof Path to Victory, how they made it here. And Mickey, the young man, beat a lot of really strong players here, as you can see earlier on. Took a loss to Shine right outside of pools, and Shine had that deep run. He was in winner side top 24 where he lost to Kakadu for the first time. Beats JP King, Smooth King, and then 2 Kings back-to-back. Adrian Riven, Challenger League of Legends player, 2200 MR Ken, very strong player.
Damn.
Hope, VX Bow, Taco, Shine in a revenge match, ending Walker, and then Tori Meshi, the GOAT Dawson.
That is quite impressive. I did happen to catch that on day one. I feel like between Mickey and Shine, that was actually very, very impressive to see the kind of stop that Shine had with that Kimberly. But let's move on over to Angry Bird just a little bit.
This is going to be
This is insane.
a match to watch.
Filipino man in round 2.
I don't want to immediately write off Mickey, but Angry Bird is such a strong competitor.
2-0. Punk, actually. Huh.
Beats him there, yeah. And then he had those matches, Moke, Yamaguchi.
But I really want Mickey to put up a good match.
Back-to-back.
I'm still floored that we had that in the top 96 between Angry Bird and Punk.
Yeah, 2 EVO champions fighting that early in the bracket. But there's something different about Angry Bird at EVO. You know, his results throughout the year, he says that this kind of a format where he just fights all day long and he has to qualify from out of pools to top 8, that second day of EVO, that's where he thrives. He's like, I play well in that day and I need to fight all day that day. If I've got that spark, that fire in me, I can do it. When it's split up over 3 days and top 24s in the 3rd day, it's harder for me here as we're jumping in to loser's side of the bracket here. Mickey and Angry Bird. This is a young man on the right side of the screen, you know, born 2008, 2009.
That is actually a wild statistic to hear, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, one of those 2 years is my memory serving me correctly. Really, really young player. I remember hearing about him 2 years ago when CPT just started. Really strong player. And in the top 8 of an event like EVO up against the veteran, an EVO champion, who's found the light punch and light kick buttons on his controller.
Yeah, mapped out or not, he's still gonna go into it, right? No macros for him, I'll tell you what. Mickey trying to come back from that onslaught of throws. And this is actually a great start. Or a great rebuttal, I should say.
Oh, the
what a reaction! That was, oh no, the option, like, you're right, actually. That makes a lot
I
more
blinked
sense.
and missed that.
There's no way. There's absolutely no way that was real reaction.
I mean, he's young enough to do it, though. Definitely can. Angry Bird, look at that. The way he plays, I'm always so impressed. He's such an aggressive player. He's so
Also, I didn't realize
consistent,
Angry Bird
confident
switched
in
to
his own
Akuma.
decisions. And that's one thing I really like about him. He doesn't take time. He's like, I know the correct thing as we see hooligan action.
You get a couple of jabs. on the way out as well. Angry Bird delaying the throw after the drive rush. Charged fireball to get himself in as well. Mickey not looking too bad though. I mean, he's kept his drive gauge pretty stable. A couple of parries on the way in. Yeah, I like that.
Good
Uppercut to
cannon
Demon right
spike.
now. Flip him a little bit off the hooligan.
Oh, he didn't put the level 3, which is what he was looking for. He woke up with the raging
Damn.
demon, and Mickey just throws him out of it.
It was actually kind of wild because off of the initial spiral arrow, he was just 1 pixel away from getting that level 3.
Wow, raw overhead and mid-range there from Angry Bird as well. Looking for that a couple of times so far. Yeah, just going for it once
I'm
again.
becoming a Mickey believer.
Trying to test the ranges out. Yeah, forward fear is definitely one of the better normals to kind of check from way further out. We do get the forward throw.
Trying to bait an anti-air there as Angry Bird. He went for the early demon flip chop, and Mickey does not bite. At that time, no anti-air because of it, so Angry Bird changing up these air approach options, trying to throw him off.
Yeah, considering he's plus after that, he's able to get a strike throw mix if need be. A spin knuckle immediately after the driver should possibly check Angry Bird.
The way he walks up too. Angry Bird very good at using Akuma walk speed to dance in and out of those ranges, just like that.
Oh, forward fierce yet again. Charging the fireball. Forward medium kick to keep Mickey in place. You can't go airborne in front of him. He's been mad consistent. Back to back.
Damn, their cannon
against the
spikes are
demon ray from Angry
great.
Bird. Overhead does connect. A full conversion. Lights out off of that single interaction. Round 1, game 2. Going into game 2 for Angry Bird.
Yeah, and that reset there really sealed the deal. I meant that he got to kill without spinning extra meter there. What a dive kick over the low medium kick from Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey's been rather grounded, right? We haven't seen him. Well, let me rephrase in just a bit. We haven't seen the dive kick option as often. We've seen a lot more hooligans thus far.
Right. And so far, yeah, the approach has been from Angry Bird in a lot of these interactions. He's the one getting active first. Mickey playing passive. He's the defender here in a lot of these interactions.
Oh.
Oh, scary. Angry Bird and burnout now. Mickey, if he gets space, it's going to be tough for Angry Bird to get this round. He does have a level 3 on deck, though, and any of these hit confirms could do it.
What are you gonna do, Mickey?
The pace also from Angry Bird.
Bro, he is fighting in this burnout, and that's going to be it. Oh,
Oh,
had a chance. 9,000
before.
life
Nice.
is the deal breaker here, I believe, for Angry Bird. And yeah, he had that hit confirm. Punish counter, crouching medium punch, stand heavy punch.
Yeah,
Didn't
critical
quite
art
reach,
did
so
it.
Mickey getting the round.
It was just before Angry Bird got back into his drive gauge. Literally a pixel away from getting out of the grave.
Ooh, rebuttal. Mickey recognized that Angry Bird's been taking some walking, some space, and yeah, he's getting active, preemptively swinging into these spaces where Angry Bird's been sticking out some slower options. The dive kick beats it.
That was such an awkward angle. That was the roundhouse uppercut, if I'm not mistaken. In that angle? Oh,
Parried the drive impact. They're crazy.
Good result there from Mickey. And he jumps in, no anti-air. He catches the jump. He's got level 1 available at the end of this. Doesn't even need it, but he spends it anyway. Quick like that. 2-0 for the young man here in top 8.
can you repeat that stat real quick? 2-0, you say? That is phenomenal.
He looks so locked in, unfazed on this stage. Angry Bird shoots him a glance to see what he's up to, and there's no bite. Mickey just like, he looks so confident for someone who's not played on this stage before.
Him, it's just another day, man. Some of the younger generation just built different. I'll tell you what, man, we have a plethora of that all over the world. With Mickey right now on the world stage, proving how much of a competitor he really is. Low medium kick, that was a counter hit. A little bit of a string, actually confusing Angry Bird, not knowing when he's even allowed to act. Mickey's been keeping it real tight, crouching heavy punch to keep him grounded. Now we get the whiff punish.
Damn.
Coming in, doesn't even need it. He went all the way through.
Mickey's running a clinic on Angry Bird.
My face, this guy is calculating.
Look at that, just set point already.
If this goes free, yo, I'm gonna be super impressed.
Perfect parry, and now the corner. Angry Bird low on drive gauge. Feels like he's low on options here. Although that tech builds him a lot in the air to air. I love that adaptation, knowing that the demon flip over was coming. Oh man, 2 in a row, Angry Bird. He's in
Another
trouble
one?
here. Catches the backdash. He has level 2 available. What's the meter dump at the end of this? Is it enough to kill? Is the question. Not enough. With that, Rowdy makes the throw.
Wow,
And
he ended off with a
clean
perfect.
3-0. Our Evolution 2023 Street Fighter 6 champion, and it's another day in the office for someone not even old enough to work in one.
This guy is locked the hell in. I will tell you what,
That's crazy. I want this kid to go all the way.
Went in Mickey's favor, especially towards that end, knowing full well he didn't need to dump out the meter. He knew it wouldn't have killed. Just played it nice and cool, waited for that punish counter. But I gotta say, man, still, big fan of Angry Bird. I know you guys are as well. Let's give it up one more time for Angry Bird.
Evolution 2023 EVO champion. Incredible competitor, 3 straight years he's been in this top 8. That consistency is very impressive, and I'm sure we'll see him more and more with all the great tournaments coming up this year as well. As Mickey's marching on with that Quam box, folded it all up, he's ready to go up there on that stage. Incredibly impressive run from him so far, and that sets up our top 6 here at EVO now. So we have our loser side of the bracket and our winners finals squared away.
Yeah, I'm really, really excited to see it, man. It's such a heartbreaker to see some of our favorites as we've been watching them year after year after year ago, but that's just the nature of competition. Now it gives birth to even newer players, players you've never been familiar with as they progress. Honestly, Mickey, I'm a fan, man.
Yeah, I'm a big fan, of course. Excellent performance from him so far. Everything I've seen from him is super, super sick so far. We have more Street Fighter action for all of you at home, of course. But there's going to be a burrito meter during the break, which I'm sure you're all very excited about. So the crowd's beginning higher here for Chipotle. If you spam emotes in the chat, you can win yourself some free
God, I could
food.
use a
So
burrito
make
right
sure you
now.
spam those emotes in the chat. Pick your favorite one that you have from your favorite streamer and let us all know that it's going to pop up on the screen. Take a short break. We'll be back with more Street Fighter 6 Top 8 here at Evolution in just a little bit.
It's time to play more
Welcome
video
back,
games.
everybody, to Evolution 2025 here. We have a clash of titans in our winners finals. Kakadu versus Mena. That's going to be the match we're all waiting for here, of course. And we're going to tidy up with our loser side of the bracket in the meantime. Everybody getting real hype out there.
I was actually kind of surprised. I was like, oh, damn. This is kind
That cameraman, he might not be making it out of this building.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, everybody's been super locked in for this top 8 for very good reason. It's been delivering so much above expectations, to be quite honest with you. But now it's going to be even more banger sets, even in the loser side, obviously. Phenom versus Xiaohai. Fudo versus Mickey.
After what I just saw from Mickey, I don't even want to be within 10 feet of him if I'm playing on a console. Like,
This is
that
still not enough space from here to the main stage. This guy is ice cold.
Yeah, that was a dangerous look on someone's face if I've ever seen one. Phenom versus Xiaohai. Curious to see how this one shakes out. Decorated fighting game players and extremely talented. They bring a lot to the table, which I'm excited to see here. And Fudo versus Mickey. Obviously, Fudo been on a hot streak. Just lost to Kakadu, but I don't think the fire is out from him just yet. Up against Mickey, who's one of the most determined-looking players I've ever seen, and that was a dominant 3-0 performance we just saw. So we're going to jump into our loser side of the bracket before we get that clash between Kakadu and Mena, 3-time EVO champions amongst them. So that is a lot of decoration between the two of them.
Now, coming up with Phenom and Xiaohai, there's a little bit of a slight overlap in regards to the strategies we were talking about between Xiaohai and Lashar, right? Phenom has been absolutely playing out of his mind, surely, but one of the things that brought him to the success into the top 8 is his reactionary stat. It is above average, that is for damn sure. But we saw how Xiaohai dismantled that exact strategy, at least within the Mai and a little bit of the Ed against Lashar. But this is different. Phenom is going with his main character right off the bat and can be just as explosive both on the ground and in the air.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, the natural characters that he plays are a little bit more comfortable with Phenom. He kind of gets jump scared by a Blanca from Mena out of nowhere.
Right.
This is much more of a traditional character. He's fought Mai a million times. He's going to be more in his wheelhouse. So see if that comfort works out for him here. As he takes a little bit more space, he tried to spin knuckle right through there. Beautiful check on the approach. Already Phenom showing that he's pretty comfortable dealing with what Xiaohai's bringing to the table.
Does get the counter hit off of the drive rush cancel. Backing away, getting some space for the fans. Phenom, now he's definitely looking forward, hence Xiaohai's reluctancy to even throw those fans out.
He's doing some fakes too, whipping the stand medium punch back to back like that. I like it. He can get in behind this. Not gonna get a combo because he threw the heavy charge fan, which bounces a little bit higher. That's one thing. If you throw the light fan, then that would have comboed there.
I like that.
Good jump back. Look at that, both of them jumping back.
Low medium kick again for the punish counter. Against Xiaohai, Phenom delaying the crouching heavy punch, catches the backdash against Xiaohai. No meter spent just yet. Don't regret it in the morning though.
This is gonna be bad. He does a DP the approach and counter hit afterwards. Xiaohai, after throwing that fan, had to be buffering so that spin knuckle could give you beat, and Phenom just ready for that counter hit afterwards.
Getting that first round ever so important, sitting on 2 bars down below for Super as well. But how do you get around? Actually, when do you get even?
Come on, Phenom. I still believe in you.
Range. Phenom not gonna even let him answer that question just yet. Back into the east side, already a Metro City. Level 3 on deck for Phenom. There's an explosive start for Xiaohai. Now getting the back throw off of that big opener. But Phenom again, catching some of the lights to open up against Xiaohai out of the corner.
His challenges too. So far, the big thing has been Phenom's passive play, and Xiaohai's been kind of falling for it as he walks into the fat part of a fan on that heavy punch. Now a big opportunity for Xiaohai.
Oh. Super delayed tech on that. To get the punish counter, the dive kick now presented itself as a threat. Phenom waiting so patiently with Xiaohai with even more
Damn,
patience. Now catches
just
the punish counter
exploded.
all the way down, level 2. You got it.
Huge damage on that, or when you're already in the install especially. So Xiaohai ready for it there. And I love the adjustments from both of them. Xiaohai started swinging on the ground more, and then Phenom goes for dive kick to get over it. And then Xiaohai says, okay, I'm gonna walk in deeper, find these whip punishes. So both of them making good adjustments in the mid-range so far. Xiaohai throwing more fireballs, and then once he establishes the fireballs, he can go for buttons, which is exactly what Phenom was ready for. And now if you're Xiaohai, you say, okay, I can throw more fans, I can be more aggro, you're gonna be sitting there waiting to whip punish. You know, I can change up my options, and then walk up heavy punch there from Xiaohai.
And Phenom's actually been sitting at that range just to tempt Xiaohai into throwing a fan to possibly get a big spin knuckle punish. But now Xiaohai, we do get the install. Level 1 intact, hounding him down little by little, trying to fake out, right? Standing medium punch is exactly used for that fake, as if a fan would, oh my god, was that a buffer?
The level 1 after 2. This is huge damage on this. One guess for the round. Xiaohai
I should have
commits
kept my
to the
mouth
buttons,
shut.
and Phenom
I shouldn't have
trying to
said
get
anything about
active
believing in
because he's
Phenom.
space.
That's totally fine if you're
I made a
Xiaohai.
commentator's
That
curse.
scenario with that much life in your hands, going in for something light, I don't think it yields that much risk, right?
Yeah, he feels pretty confident about that. He's down to get a level 1, an EXTP, something like that. He had a decent amount of health as well. So I like it. Button into button. And again, same thing we've seen from Phenom so far. Passive, solid whip punishment on the ground. Nothing overcommittal.
Oh, there it is. The spin
Nice
knuckle in
spin
reaction
knuckle.
to the fan. Couple of lights, the frame kill. Spiral arrow.
Wow.
You
no
gotta
whip
respect
punish.
my space, man.
Dude, Phenom's corner pressure so far, so overwhelming in this round. Xiaohai having a lot of problems.
Oh, and the perfect timing to get the perfect round. It has been so oppressive in the corner against Xiaohai thus far. Now the big opener, an aggressive one at that. OD dive kick, knocking at the door. Gonna get counter hit with the full conversion. Frame kill. He is drilling in terms of the drive it away.
Oh man, the perfect parry's gonna put so much more pressure on again.
Continuing on, forward throw. How do you
Another
get out of
one.
here if you're Xiaohai?
Dude, he can do
Shimmied.
no wrong. This game, Phenom is just correct over and over and over. He's one hit away now with level 3. He is a fat jump in. Doesn't get the combo though. Chance for Xiaohai now in this round. He's got to wait because his drive gauge is so low. And that is the nail in the coffin in this game. Unfortunate for Xiaohai, walked into the tip of a crouching medium kick to tie this setup.
Bam.
Good shit, Phenom.
EVO in the animation, man. That's kind of rough. It's just a street fight, dude.
Yeah, why does she need to do all that?
Unnecessary roughness, I'll tell you what. But again, you
I'm
talk
gonna be
about
honest, I
Xiaohai
think I
finally
like
taking
Cammy's
over the
vanilla
advantage
level
in that
3
space,
better than the
waiting for
critical
corner,
arts.
And also pushing back Phenom in that fashion. There was not a lot he could really pursue, right? He didn't want to drag rush forward, obviously, because he only had one bar drive gauge left. He just had to play passive.
Yeah.
And that's tough to do when Phenom just turns on the aggression.
Yeah, and that's Phenom's goal. He wants to play second here. He wants to let Xiaohai whiff and then get the whip punish. And so Xiaohai needs to operate around that, right? Find some fans, find some other options to represent instead. Make Phenom, you know, swing first or get active so that he can get the advantage. Throwing fans here, trying to force Phenom into a different response. And there's the jump, right? So that's the thing. Phenom didn't need to jump before because the fans weren't a threat. Once the fans become an option, you open up the jump, and now it's time for Xiaohai.
Do you get the killer bee against the bee sting? Now into the corner, Xiaohai backing away just a little bit. The roundhouse yet again, not really finding a lot of success with that button in particular against Phenom.
Backing him up. Xiaohai, anti-air, not a lot of damage on it. And that's an unfortunate punish counter to eat there as we have the corner. A couple of guesses away the backdash. No punish either.
Didn't get to lead to a lot, just a slight open, and that fierce. Dude, Phenom has been hovering around the heavy button ranges so well, and now within the mediums, allowing himself to get the really significant punish counter. Locking down
Very
round
good
one,
punish.
game 3.
Yeah, he's having a lot of problems in this kind of mid-range here where with no space to work with, Xiaohai can't really threaten fireballs, so these normals just getting whip punish over and over and over. And then it becomes, do I walk in further, which is what he just did, right? Do I walk in further and try to hit my buttons into Phenom, in which case will Phenom stick out buttons to interrupt, you know? Or go for dive kicks, that's another option to beat it as well.
Just at the tail end of that low medium kick. Xiaohai now at the back end of the corner. There we go! The one successful anti-air against the dive kick. It's so tricky to even try to challenge that. Xiaohai finding it.
Yeah, you can feel the rhythm in this match, Xiaohai. Poking. Now he's gonna wait outside this range. Threaten fan. Phenom wants to spin knuckle through or dive kick over the fan.
this is the kind of space they're going to be hanging out at, right? Phenom, you talked about it earlier, having that reactionary stance. He was on the prowl, does get the opener yet again, standing medium punch to check, immediately backing away with a roundhouse. Xiaohai is just in a tough spot within the corner.
Yeah, even though he has the life lead, you can tell that Phenom has too much control on the ground. That's a big hit, though. Oh, he missed the tackle. Still gets the throw afterwards, though, but now CA for Phenom, which means this could be a 2-tap or even a 1-tap. The right starter. Oh, he commits. Level 3 won't kill, so he's not going to dump the meter. One guess away here, though. What is Xiaohai going to do? He commits it all.
Damn, Xiaohai went for it.
Phenom up 2-1.
Perfectly understandable. I know 80% of the people in the stands were like, yeah, I would have done the same thing. 100%.
I absolutely would have done that.
Think about, man, and you can just tell that Xiaohai is struggling.
Xiaohai
with
won with that
kind of
before.
patient, defensive neutral style from Phenom.
That's what's so difficult. He's just hovering around all the ranges that you think you press buttons at and getting punish countered after that. It's just so intimidating. He doesn't even want to budge, right? Like, Phenom's got so much discipline to even just stay at that range forever.
Yeah, and Xiaohai's trying to play the game now. He's trying to get active. He's like, I'm going to drive rush. I'm going to go in for stuff. I'm going to take risks. Yeah, I think he's realized that playing this slow and steady game is not favoring him, and then Phenom, perfect rebuttal with the jump out.
Not too big of a combo afterwards, though.
Yeah, and look at how active Xiaohai is. He is hitting heavy kicks and throwing fireballs and drive rushing, and he's doing a lot of stuff there. And because
Damn,
of that,
what a
opens
dive
up
kick.
the dive kicks and the jumps for Phenom.
We're starting to see the cycle, right? Xiaohai, as soon as he gets focused on the ground, Phenom could potentially open up with another dive kick. Maybe a hooligan could be introduced, who knows? But now, still within a spin knuckle range against the fan. But Xiaohai's not afraid of that. He's still got plenty of life to go with.
You're seeing that Xiaohai, he's whipped a couple of times, and Phenom didn't whip punish because he's worried about other stuff. He's worried about, you know, kind of drive rushing, jumping, fans, all these other options. So he's getting himself some space, and the reaction is good. I mean, Phenom's one away now.
Oh, that's so close.
Jump, no anti-air, and the DI stun.
Wow.
Perfectly calculated
Perfect.
that 5 gauge Phenom set point.
That has to be the perfect example of what the mental stack looks like after a big set like this, right? With everything being introduced, or actually everything being cycled over and over again between the ground, between the air, not expecting that DI at the end. Nobody blames Xiaohai for that.
Yeah, the button burning you out and then the drive impact after, so difficult to deal with. Check on that. Is there a wake up? There is, and Xiaohai still down to get active with it. Phenom not respecting it yet. In this round anyway.
No anti-air at all.
That man's been anti-airing short hops his whole life, and just a regular Cammy jump goes unchecked.
It's just so difficult. At the blink of an eye, it could be a dive kick, right? Forward throw now. Phenom applying more of that pressure. Match point is on the line. He just needs a single opener outside of this throw, especially. He has some gauge for a single hit confirmed cancel to call it lights out. There's the uppercut from Xiaohai, and there's the throw even further.
You gotta be careful. Phenom
Xiaohai still breathing life in
That
this.
bullet is loaded. He has level 3 reactions to these fans or any kind of whip punish. Xiaohai playing a dangerous game, and the hooligan, he ducks it. He knew hooligan throw was coming. The overhead nicely blocked.
He's going for the stun.
His offensive pressure's a threat. That the dive kick spacing, and he's not ready. Xiaohai staying alive.
Whew. I panicked when I saw that drive impact. I mashed on the table. Physically.
Never ready. That's the hard part there, being so sharp the whole time. A lot of
There
the
wasn't
mask,
much Phenom
just
could do
the
in that
classic
scenario.
jump in, DP afterwards. Big opener here from Xiaohai. Low on drive gauge though, so he spends the level 3 to recover it.
We will 100% take that.
That's a big deal though. It means no level 1s for fans, which is a pretty big factor. Phenom's going second with his meter here, which means he's gonna have drive gauge advantage. Uh-oh, Xiaohai low on drive gauge.
You saw him try to continue the pressure with the OD fans because of the lack of pressure from the, at least without a level 1. OD uppercut.
Yeah, he's got to get active right now. Otherwise, the DI is going to whip. And that
Damn.
is exactly what Xiaohai was looking for. He knew as soon as he burnt out, I got to go right now and scramble. Otherwise,
That
a
whiff.
checkmate can occur. I love the awareness to get a little wild because he knows that if the game slows down, he can't win it.
He jumped over Phenom, jumped again. The jump reset happened off of the normal. Phenom thought he had the confirm. He thought he had the DI. Luckily enough, we get our final game between Xiaohai and Phenom, going right back into a Cammy versus Mike. This is it, ladies and gentlemen, for these two.
We're going to have to see how this one shakes out. Adjustments back and forth. Xiaohai, you know, he's played a fast game once or twice in his life. He knows how to turn on the aggression and overwhelm someone who wants to play a passive style. And the question for Phenom is, does he stick to that or does he turn up the heat himself, right? Is he down to get a little bit more aggressive and make things happen? It seems like he is.
It's just so difficult. How much more aggressive can you be without Phenom, like, moving around so much, right? You might be susceptible to a whiff punish.
Phenom's going first now, and Xiaohai gets to play reactionary, which is favoring him. Next fan, gotta guess. He's correct on the parries. He gets a lot of drive gauge back, but close to burnout in the corner. No anti-air DP. He gets a drive rush low or a throw. It's gonna be the throw for Xiaohai.
Phenom just looking mad dry when it comes to the drive gauge. Having to parry these fans, trying to be as perfect as possible. There's a big counter hit off of the stand jab.
Wow, what a confirm on that active frame crouching heavy punch there. And now, chance for Phenom here. The jump. Oh! The throw tech to Xiaohai. Great positioning now. And he gets hit. Level 2's available. Double drive rush. Level 2 for the spin. Back of the knee's gonna get cracked here as he goes up in the set. Set point now for Phenom over Xiaohai.
That is definitely not official chiropractic practice, I'll tell you what. I don't know where she learned that from. Interpol?
Yeah, maybe not. Don't take down bad guys like that. A little early. When Xiaohai, no wake up. You see Phenom respecting it. It's been a lot of EXDP so far from Xiaohai.
Mixing it up between the medium punch and the fans as well. Phenom still not ready to react just yet. It's too close to even react.
Oh no, that's a big drop in punish. A lot of drive gauge gone from Xiaohai too. And now he's in the corner. He's throwing fans so much. Phenom with the jump because of it. And now last guess here for Xiaohai. One more.
Medium punch to check. A handful of mediums. Another throw. Don't get thrown again.
Good throw.
He thought
Good
the exact
shimmy.
Same thing, and Phenom laid the trap perfectly. That is Phenom moving on into losers even further.
Top 4 of the bracket just like that. Impressive adjustments from him. And I gotta say, the way he dealt with that was so difficult. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, can we make some
Very
noise
good
for
play by
Xiaohai,
Phenom.
Our 5th place finisher here at Street Fighter 6 for Evolution. Multi-time EVO champion, legend, and one of the greatest fighting game players of all time here in this Street Fighter 6 top 8 with an incredible performance and finishing 5th after a pretty tense nail-biter there.
And you were talking about legends, right? We still have legends in the making with our upcoming match, right? Fudo versus Mickey. We've talked about Fudo a handful of times not too long ago over at Blink Respawn with that impressive bout against Momochi, resetting the grand finals, taking it all the way through with both Ed and DJ. However, Mickey, he is on a hot streak right now. This man is, he is ice cold.
Yeah, and it's impressive that he cleans up that 3-0 earlier that we saw. He's up against Fudo, who had that kind of match with Kakeru where he's trying to overwhelm him, trying to make something happen. Couldn't quite work. He's dealing with a similar playstyle here, a passive player. He's going to be the attacker in a lot of the instances here. I'm curious to see what character he picks as well. I mean, you could play Ed or DJ into this. I think either are perfectly fine matchups for him. So we'll have to see what Fudo opts to pick here as I see them setting up on the stage, both of them walking out right now. This is going to be losers quarterfinals. Loser of this goes home with 5th place. Winner, a chance in losers semis against Phenom.
Genuine question for you. Looking at the current character roster from Mickey, I did get to talk about Angry Bird. We harped on this just a little bit. Mai is definitely on the table. We saw the Cammy a little bit ago. Ryu is also in the pocket. Do you think any of the other 2 characters that we haven't seen just yet might come into play?
I would expect Cammy first because he just looks so good on it. I'm not sure if there's something about the DJ matchup or something about the Ed matchup that would make him want to swap. But with how good his Cammy looked, I kind of expect that first. And it's the same thing with Fudo. I'm not sure whether he feels more confident on DJ or with Ed in this pick. So it's really just kind of dealer's choice for both of them.
That's going to be kind of wild to see, honestly. It really, really depends on what the first opening gambit is, just based off of the character selection alone. That just tells you, man, there's a lot of diversity in the characters we had in the top 8. There's a lot going on in regards to the current meta. You're seeing a lot of the characters kind of mixing around in terms of results in these last couple of big Capcom Pro Tour
All right, Mickey, bring it home.
here at EVO 2025. They're getting themselves set up and ready to go. I'm so excited. If you're a Street Fighter fan right now, you have some really, really heavy hitters up on this stage. Mickey, for me personally, came out of nowhere, son. For me personally, man. I've only seen him like a handful of times just by name and name alone.
Yeah, and that's how you know this game has found its mark, when you're seeing players who are incredibly young having success, and players like Fudo, right, who've been playing this genre for 20 years plus, right, who's still up here on this EVO stage, still performing, having success. And it's going to be cool to see both of them up here, a clash of these 2 styles. And I think a game and a community is good when you can foster both new talent, brand new, who are interested in playing this game, who've been playing, for a while himself, but is young, and players who are legacy and familiar with the game. And both of those types of styles find success in one title, showing that you can play either way from any generation and find, success and wins in a game like this.
I would love to see, as Fudo's kids grow older, Street Fighter 10, Mickey in Grand Finals versus one of Fudo's kids.
Fudo's kid just beating him up like, this old man's got nothing on me. that's just
That'd
how
be
it
kind of
goes.
sick, man.
I don't think we need to
Like,
wait
we're
for
talking
Street
about,
Fighter
like,
10 for that.
Just the different ranges of ages, right? The different amount of players coming in from all over the world. This really is Street Fighter 6 is in a really excellent spot in regards to their characters.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing to see about this too, right? We see the fist bump there, locked and loaded. Couple of characters available for both of them. I do see Ed versus Cammy. The crowd getting excited. The walkout, of course. Oh, they skipped it. I'm sorry. That's my bad.
Come on, man.
You know what?
Damn, the booze immediately?
I agree.
That's harsh.
Yeah, no, boo these men.
Cammy versus Ed. And again, the big thing about Fudo's Ed, he plays this kind of range where he wants to flicker, that range, and then he does drive rush, light punch, right? So he uses drive rush and flicker together to make his neutral game really hard to solve. Wow. And that's something that's so tough to deal with. We'll see if Mickey has a response for both of those options. What a bait. That is the specific bait that Ed can do. If he does drive rush, heavy punch, into charge flicker and back kill rushes, it auto baits DI just like that. So it's a setup you see a lot of Ed players do. Double drive rush into the kill here. Level 1 for the spin. He says loser, and he gets the kill.
Yeah? That's how he feels?
Damn.
Foreground,
Incredible
punches
round
out.
by
Perfect.
Ed.
He definitely doesn't pay for public transit in Metro City, I'll tell you what.
Oh yeah.
I saw the trailer. That guy hopped the fence.
You see him whipping those jabs, and then he wants to go for flickers, he wants to go for drive rushes, try to make you act first, or approach with something else. I love the punish counter hit confirm on the drive rushing, the stand medium, stand heavy.
Yeah, definitely an idea for Mickey, right? Throwing out that drive rush throw early to kind of bait maybe a tech, right? Fudo not going to be falling for that this early. Maybe it'll come back even later in the games. That's a big jump in against the flicker. Mickey now getting started.
Yeah, and Fudo whiffing those jabs and then going for the flicker or not is always the question in Mickey's mind. I'm sure whiffing on that, no anti-air. And the throw bait, that should seal the deal here. Round apiece very quickly between these two.
My man did a micro step forward just in case. He had that much time as he watched that Fierce get its recovery going. Standing medium punch to seal it all. Damn, what a call out against the drive rush. So close.
Kill rushes in, and
Hell
the jab hits. Doesn't get a combo off it, but still, very good position here for Fudo. Mickey's getting active on defense. He's trying to jump dive kick out of these throws and stuff. And the hit confirmed, that should be the kill. Easy peasy. Fudo not even drive rushing. Just ending it.
Damn,
nice
Fudo's
early, so
putting
we
this
get to
kid
see
in his
that,
place.
That squeaky shoe on this level 3.
Back-to-back perfects.
You saw the look?
I definitely did.
Fudo shot him the look like, what up, little man? You ready for that? I've been doing this a long time.
Welcome to the real world, son.
He's like, I won EVO 2 years after you were born. That is the fastest my swap I've ever seen. I didn't even see character select.
Damn, the crowd is upsetty spaghetti, I'll tell you
That
what.
is skipping it?
They just skipped it like right off the bat. They go, Mickey is trying to get this run going with mine.
When he had the hit, didn't believe in it there. Fudo, I think so far, his style has been tough to deal with for Mickey, and I tend to think that his Ed style is really, really
The crowd's
good.
turned on
Most
Mickey
active,
so
most
hard.
aggressive Ed that I see most of the time. That's a punish.
Oh, a little bit rough on the execution side. Fudo making a little bit of a mishap. Now he's paying for it in full. Mickey also just standing there with the parry. Tried to get a drive rush, didn't get it out.
Oh, and a scary trade. Fudo losing a lot of space there. Drive rush, jab, trade combo. He gets the knockdown off this and the pressure.
Kill rush forward, does get the throw. Set up with the spark and the fireball. Back to back to back. Mickey, kind of intimidating, right? Not a lot of time to even try to open up. There's the OD fan, had to do it. And the overhead connects. You know, at the time being,
Damn.
Fudo was definitely complacent with Mickey trying to win some of that meter, right? He was forced to either try to parry, perfect, etc. But as soon as that OD fan came out, I felt like he would have been like, okay, I'll get this opening, put you into burnout, etc. It would have been just
Get those
fine for
flame
Mickey now,
stocks.
getting to level 1.
One hit confirm as well for Mickey into the EX Rimbu. Very nice stuff there. And a bait. It's going to be a big one. Doesn't go for any kind of level 2 combo, just level 1 corner push, strip some drive gauge. Efficient combo choice too. He gets a lot of drive gauge back by spinning that. Oh, just out of range and he DPs right through.
Damn.
Well, Fudo's got to win now or he's going to be
Oh,
burned.
wow.
That is a very big backdash to start from Mickey. Kaguru no Might.
Forces burnout. Yeah, and Fudo's in trouble. The combo off this. If he builds level 2, he can kill. He does not spend anything there, but the counter hit confirmed. Ties the setup just like that.
I was so hoping
Mickey's
he
showing
wouldn't
signs
look
of
back.
life again.
I was
Now with the character
really hoping
switch.
He's like, yeah, I'm about that.
Another swap.
Oh,
Fudo's
Fudo's swapping now.
Set if he locks in this DJ.
It's got to be, right? My man feels the rhythm.
He sure does. Making sure the buttons are right, and I think he's going to be locking in DJ here for the swap. A little bit more control, perhaps. heavy fireball, blow through stuff, a little bit more mobility as well, and he can get a little bit more active with his faster up close buttons. So skipping it again.
Damn, they're just skipping him all the time.
They definitely don't. But one thing to note, I think one very shallow observation. Damn, wait a minute, let me hold my breath. That drive impact right out the gate.
Round
from Mickey.
start
Now
drive
the forward
impact.
throw.
You're
DJ a lot
crazy,
more dangerous
Mickey.
upon wake up as well. He does have access to a true reversal, unlike Ed.
Yeah, he's a little slow, so you can mediate a lot of times. It's tough to get out of a lot of situations. Big fireballs. Fudo active here. Sweep, sway, and no bite from Mickey. Playing passive on that. Whoa.
Perfect parry into the roundhouse. Ever slight delay on the crouch medium. Damn! Always ready for the drive rush. Mickey now applying that pressure. Back roundhouse for the medium. Back-to-back low medium punches because he got the counter hit. Nice and easy link. Off to a phenomenal start here in game 3.
It's looking a lot like that Cockadoo set, right? Fudo fighting a patient opponent, swapping to DJ, not having a lot of the openings go his way so far. And again, Mickey gonna dump the level 1. Now has the enhanced fans to blow through DJ's fireballs as well.
Let's see what we can do off of this back throw. Drive rush forward. Keep control.
How good are these flame fans against DJ's fireballs?
Very, very far away. Damn, yo, bring it back down with the air target combo. But no, Mickey gets the back throw and the overhead. Checking the drive rush.
Damn, just booped him on the head.
And level 2 available here after the double Rambo as well. That's huge damage, and that's the kill. Second game, Mickey, just like that.
Mickey is crazy
And a
good.
rematch. No thoughts from Fudo, no breaks. Just immediately sends it right back in.
Yo, Mickey was giving him the side eye, son. He was looking mean. I love seeing that counter hit, the crouching heavy punch linked into the jackknife. So much carry, decent amount of damage. We do get the uppercut now from the side of Mickey.
Right in there, he's gonna get the juggle into the machine gun upper. Let's see what's gonna be left here. Throw, one hit away now if he baits something, which he does. And
Big
that's a round
punch.
for Fudo very quickly here.
Damn. 2 heavies going into standing light kick and the soul box. Just mad damage. Fudo finding his rebuttal, finding his momentum, checking the movement against Mickey and the buttons as well. Back-to-back counter hits against the young man. And speaking of, he's not afraid to still shoot. He's got the stand jab. Cockadoo no Mike does get the install. Walking up, creeping just ever so slightly.
Oh, no anti there from Fudo. He was pre-committed to a parry, and so instead Mickey getting some space. The sway gets interrupted. Love that drive rush light into the heavy confirmed. Safe jump and goes for the empty throw in case there's a parry from Fudo. Nice block. Charge fan again, tightens the string up with that heavy kick in between.
Oh.
Fudo does have level 3 as well, so next hit very scary for him here, and he looks for something to hit. Easy peasy for
Damn,
Mickey
that's probably
here.
death.
Gonna have to dump a little bit of bar, but that's the kill. Set point for Mickey over Fudo.
Most players would have been so susceptible to that exact movement, that exact sequence that Fudo hit to try and do a delayed throw. Not Mickey.
Fudo's in a good position with his free bars, but
Nice fireball, trying to find something. What a
oh
bait.
wow,
He can burn him out as
baited
well.
that out.
It's gonna be the level 2 off that just to guarantee the burnout here.
Keeping the spring kicks.
He got
the
that
damage,
rhythm.
The burnout. Drive rush on in and the sway. Breaking the shades of Mickey. And now breaking the guard as well. Drive impact for the stun. Is it going to be enough into the level 2?
And the rhythm looks good as Fudo with the uppercut for the finish.
He
Beautiful
got
stuff.
it.
Love the setup at the end where he knows the level 1's not on deck yet. Guaranteed stun into the corner. Fudo loved the throw bait first as well. Just really methodical, perfect meter build with the target combo. Everything correct, nice and tidy. As he ties the setup and the hands are getting warmed. It's the question of whether we see the Cammy pick now from Mickey or not, or if he sticks it out with mine.
Give me the Ryu.
The Ryu?
Just give me the Ryu.
Everybody under 18's got a Ryu, I think.
I think that's
This
true.
day and age.
Yeah, I think that's true. I'll take that laugh as a yes. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Every day it's like a new person from another place has a Ryu and they're in top 8. You're like, yep.
Sticking to the Mai. Just needed that character
Got
select
bad news,
screen
guys.
break.
Got bad news, they're skipping it.
You tried to save the crowd from hard
Got
break.
bad news.
They were just much faster. That's all.
They're just trying to game, man.
Oh,
Oh, he couldn't get away with the sway. He tried to go in for a late sway, but didn't work out. And that's a huge bait. Medium kick, punish counter into the heavy punch.
he'll do it again. Oh, you know he's done it before. He's taking those big risks back to back just to seal the momentum away. But Fudo still, either way, out of that momentum away from Mickey, actually reducing the momentum from Mickey.
he's getting active. Trying to bait a throw, does not find it. The counter hit timing looks good.
Timing from Mickey, threading the needle yet again for back-to-back counter hits into the link, into a successful match point scenario.
Oh, with the sway, he's ready for it. Beautiful call out from Mickey, gonna spend the level 1. Fudo down on drive gauge now.
Get your flame stocks, Mickey.
Great spot, those charge fans, the counter hit confirm into the DP. Fudo a couple of guesses away now. Oh my god, and a level 2 means that Mickey can close this out on 1 hit.
If you could find that exact moment though, Fudo has kept it pretty tight. All starting things off with that standing media punch from up close, dash up twice. You saw counter hit on the screen. Mickey tried to press a button against that throw.
The fake fireball gets the throw, no DPOS there from Mickey. Throw tech means he has full drive gauge. He reacted to the overhead. He thought it was a fireball, I'm pretty sure. That still works. And he's gonna do the drive rush extension. It's not that he doesn't have the rhythm, it's that he's got the sauce. Fudo tying us up.
He's
Final
got
game,
the
final round
sauce.
between these two.
Final round.
EX fireball to match.
Checking this way, still within range. That's so dangerous, man. With the confidence, Mickey definitely knew it. OD jackknife, talking about dangerous. Pretty risky, now getting the sweep.
Oh, no whip punish there from Fudo as well. He's committed to the fireball. Both of them low on drive gauge now. And the fireball feint. Fudo gonna get the burnout here with the level 2.
Burnout's
Huge turnaround.
insane.
Takes the corner off of it as well. Mickey in a
Corner.
bad spot. It's looking rough. And he baits it. No, the jab. It was a jab and he recovers in time, but now he's got no meter. So Fudo at drive impact, scary. Anti-air slide didn't work. Fudo low now. He's gonna be out of burnout. And Fudo's gonna be in trouble here. Down drive gauge. That EX fireball is so threatening. What a bait. And he finds the low. Mickey
Oh,
with the kill
Mickey,
sending
you're
Fudo
crazy.
home. Just like that, the young man slaying EVO champions back to back.
The run of a lifetime. Absolutely unprecedented. Mickey is on fire.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, can everybody here in EVO Las Vegas make some noise for Fudo? One of my favorite players in the world, a blast to watch him game as he goes down to this talented player on the stage who's now in top 4 of Evolution, his first time here.
I'm about to burst.
Mickey
in
is
my hair.
crazy.
That is actually insane to watch, insane to even comprehend. Mickey coming out from almost nowhere, at least for a lot of the North American fans out there. Get well acquainted. This kid is going to be a legend, if not already.
And just like that, there's down to 4. Over 4,000 people entered in this bracket, many of them behind us in this crowd. 4 players left. Winner's side of the bracket, we have an incredible clash of titans between Kakadu and Mena, and then in loser's side, Phenom and Mickey.
Damn, it's going by so quickly. That's just how exciting all the matches have been. I can't even think about what's coming up next with that winners finals.
Yeah, it's going to be some good matches so far, of course. When we come back from this break, there's going to be winners finals of Evolution, of course. You got that chance to get those emotes in there to get your burrito meter filled, and we'll catch you gamers right after this break. Welcome back, everybody, of course, to Evolution 2025. Great news for all of you. We have top 3 of this bracket coming up. 3 gamers left after this, and there's a spot for Capcom Cup in our next match.
Ooh, that actually, I didn't even get to think about it. I was so enthralled by all the matches, I totally forgot about that, genuinely.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one, of course. We also have a code for all of you at home for your AAA needs. If you haven't eaten yet at this late hour, HZD828 to 888-222 to get your free AAA burrito. If you get one in the crowd, look at everybody, phones down, trying to get that code. Gotta get that right now. Text that over, of course, to try to get the free entree. You got it, wave your hand. If you win a free code, wave your hand out there. Girl.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, that was all of you guys filling up that burrito meter to get this free entree. Again, HCD828 to 888-222. Man, I don't even know where my phone's at. I want to claim that.
Yeah, free food, video games. It's a good Sunday, of course, here at Evolution. Time for our loser semis. Capcom Cup qualification on the line, of course. Phenom versus Mickey for that spot. And then a chance at an EVO championship.
Oh my God, this is there's a lot to really take in, really. Like, I couldn't even fully recover after the MENA RD Kakadu match. There was just so much at stake in regards to like the storyline, the rivalries that they've had these last couple of events. But this is so prime. Phenom versus Mickey. This is a time, especially for Phenom, who hasn't had much of a hot streak, at least the last couple of years, which is kind of funny to say too, because he's been super consistent, getting into Capcom Cup multiple times over, whether it's in the singles division, whether it's in Street Fighter League as well, being the #1 team over in Street Fighter League EU, right? So it would be kind of a wild twist to see him take down back-to-back players and possibly put himself in the grand finals. Who knows?
And a big deal too, because we have a lot of CPT season left to chew through. And if you're from one of these regions, you're just begging, please, you get the slot so you can open up enough for me,
Yeah.
right? Please, if you
100%.
win, our region gets another one here as we have the Moose Phenom up on the stage versus Mickey. Top 4 of our bracket. After this, only 3 will remain. And we got that tough road ahead. Kakadu waiting for the winner of this. MENA waiting for whoever manages to get through. All of these great players left for this tournament. The crowd gets hype here for Mickey, the young man from across the world. His first EVO
Let's go,
stage.
Mickey.
And, after seeing this play, probably not his last.
And the first smile we've seen on him on stream, genuinely.
The entire
chat.
crowd's behind him now.
That's actually kinda
As
wild,
long as
too.
he doesn't skip the intro.
You love to hear it here, of course. And Phenom's like, man, why am I the guy stuck against this young kid who's so good? Everybody's cheering for him.
To be fair, Phenom was definitely one of the young bucks doing the same exact thing back in Street Fighter V.
That's true. And despite his consistent results and performances and stuff, he's not a player you hear talked about so much because he just hides in the snow back home. Just sits there.
To be fair, I
hangs
don't
out.
think he has a choice, man.
Yeah, that's true. He just sits back at home, chilling, vibing, qualifying for Capcom Cup every single year. Very consistent player. So we got our losers semis here at EVO. And I'm curious to see, yeah, is it going to be Cammy Mirror? Are we going to see a Mai on the side of Mickey? Is there going to be another character as well? He's bringing out the box. Look at Phenom's face. He's like, what's all that for, bro? I'm not looking. I'm not looking. He's like, I don't even know what you're doing. Unpacking his school lunch. He's got to make sure. Now he's going back.
Before he leaves in the fight, don't forget your wire.
Don't forget, of course, leaning back under the Quan box. What's he got there?
It's surgically attached to his elbows. You can't see it. There's like micro wiring, but as soon as the game is on or the cameras are off, it just connects to him.
Yeah, he's locked in, tapped in. Phenom's like, bro, I am not looking. I am playing the game, brother.
You don't even need the box, right? He's just gonna stay glued to the screen.
Yeah.
And then he looks down.
Trying to copy his homework over there.
Possibly. Give him the wrong answer is intentional. So this is the question that we kind of ask ourselves. Who's going to be the aggressor here if the Cammy Mirror match happens? But also, just the way that these two have been playing in general, that's still going to be the main underlying question. Like, who's going to be the one to strike first, even close the gap first?
Yeah, that's what we have to see here, too. And Phenom, I think he's very versatile, very flexible. He can play whatever way he wants to play. So I'm curious to see how that goes. He's got 4,000 buttons under the box.
I think minimum, yeah.
He's got a lot of buttons over there. That's a Sapphire.
Which one brings the Chipotle?
The code from earlier, that's the one you put the emergency.
He input it into the stick?
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, this stage is real pretty, I can't lie.
We are getting ourselves
Bro,
ready.
that look, why is he giving him that look?
Why is he at that angle? He's so far away.
I think
That's like the perfect angle to look down at Phenom's hand.
Yeah.
Right? Where's Phenom's box?
Yo, Phenom needs a box ASAP. Where's the Metal Gear Solid box? I need that real quick.
Oh. The choice is there. So there was a little bit of a tease too. So Mickey was actually looking over and smiling at Phenom. He looked back at him because of the fact that Mai was the first selection from Phenom's side.
Yeah. Is it a blind pick? Are we getting that on the stage here?
Oh, we definitely will.
It might be. Are they fighting for the color? Is that the other question? Blue versus pink? Who gets the main character color? You know the minute that Costume 4 gets unlocked, no Cammy player will pick any other outfit. That's for sure.
I think that's true. I think that's true. Listen, when it does come out, claim your color first. That's a real thing in the FTC. That's
Bro.
a real thing in fighting games. You have to claim your color first. If you ever go into like a mirror match and somebody's like, no, that's my color, it's like, fight me for it.
Bro, those Costume 4s were cheeked up. I'm talking about Luke and Jamie. It was wild up there, that's for sure. So we get into our match here, loser semis of Evolution. And again, two very patient players, very passive. Curious to see who's down to be the aggressor, who's gonna wait it out, and whether that steam from Mickey earlier is still firing. First good hit goes to Phenom here as he takes the corner.
What happens after the throw, though? Nothing
He's
too
chilling.
explosive. Nothing too explosive right from the side of Phenom. Still trying to test the waters against Mickey.
Yeah, see what he's
They're just feeling each other out for now.
Phenom so passive with the whip punish from Mickey there. So tapping him. It's gonna be a lot of footsies, little single hits and hit confirms. Patient play between the two of them. All the stuff everybody on Twitter says they love.
Pretty high success rate thus far for the low
Cammy
medium kick from
footsies.
Phenom. I tried to hold back on that one. Sorry.
We all love it when it's footsies. Oh, that's a big one. No side swap or anything, but now there's the back throw. Mickey working on this drive gate shoot. No drive rush cancel because he didn't want to get burnt out.
Should be the time to drive for Mickey.
One hit away now. Oh!
No way! Phenom absolutely ready for it. You gotta take a risk that early. Nobody blames him for that one.
Thought he was that old. He tried to sneak it by him. Phenom. That buffering that jab really helps. It gives you the slowdown to get the cancel, which makes it a lot easier. Watch the late timing on that. Catching Phenom with the late tech or buttons. Now Mickey with the corner here. Front throw. Oh, what a bait. And he walks back.
Oh,
Double
damn.
rush, the perfect. Mickey with all kinds of offense there, making it happen. And Phenom was
Mickey
so
caught
hard
that
for
comeback
first
round.
and then just got beat up right after.
Both on lower 3.
I'm surprised Mickey didn't even panic. And that exact option to escape from Phenom. Perfect parry. Smack him in the face with a fierce. Drops the combo.
Huge drop. He would have
You
to
don't
try
want to
that
be
one.
dropping a combo this late into the tournament.
That walk-up jab. No anti-air, but he does get the check after the dive kick.
Back-to-back fierces. Chunks of damage on the drive gauge, by the way. And hit on the cross-up. That might have been intentional from the side of Mickey.
And now he's got the corner instead because of it. Level 3 available, locked and loaded. No anti-air. Not even a back medium punch from Phenom. And now he's in trouble. No anti-air again.
Jesus. We were definitely within range for an uppercut.
One hit game. Both of them locked and loaded on meter here. One crouching medium kick could be the deal. Oh, Phenom didn't fight. He had the counter hit. No confirm. The wake of DI.
Oh my god.
Damn, wake up DI again. I think that's again the second time he's done that.
He was
Wow,
just
that's
game
crazy.
But he was actually the shark at the very end. The hooligan command grab. Damn, not dead.
Wake up
yet.
level 3.
Chip a threat. The dive kick. And
Damn.
Phenom was looking for the check on the approach as well. Game 1, Mickey just like that. And we get a rematch very quickly from the side of Phenom. Oh, harassing. And then you see the tap parry. He thought Phenom would hit the heavy kick back.
Auto measuring coming in from the side of Mickey. No big conversion off of the OD dive kick. And now spinning around with the roundhouse. Rebuttaling with a dive kick of his own. Well spaced. Very, very deep.
That spacing was absurd. Wow. And he's in time with a safe jab. That's going to be a big punish. This time the throw. That's a big turnaround. You can feel the momentum slipping away from Mickey a bit on that one.
Or so we think. There's a roundhouse. Yeah, slight walk up. There was a counter hit attempt from the side of Mickey. Grab just a little bit faster.
Wow.
That was sick.
Medium kick just beating it. And there's a punish. Wow, I'm surprised that even reached from Mickey. Tech on the throw. Builds Phenom back that drive gauge.
Oh, exchange of blows.
Side swap. Corner pressure.
There's the counter hit conversion Phenom was looking for off of that crouching jab. What's the pressure
God,
gonna
I
be
need this
like?
tournament to hurry up.
Oh,
I am
Mickey.
falling
He's
asleep
contested
so
against
bad.
Another one. Is he gonna hang back?
These matches are good.
Throw escape.
I'm just so fucking tired. I'm running off 2 hours of sleep.
Side swap too. And there's the hit. Easy peasy kill on this one. Into the level 3.
Phenom gets
Gotta watch
their
that
game.
cinematic as Phenom ties up our set in a scrappy loser semi so far.
Ugh. It's been so difficult to even try to gauge what the other person is going to go for, right? Mickey setting the precedence with a lot of medium kicks in that particular game. Roundhouse as well. Phenom not budging at all off of some of these tactics, but now he's the one to kind of initiate with his own medium kick. The dive kick does connect. A couple of lights to get that link.
Oh, a little too far with the counter here. Confirm off the jab. So Phenom just backs it up. Wow, that was ambiguous.
Jeez.
3 out of 4?
Hello?
Mix.
Heavies back to back. Dude, so much damage on the drive gauge. Phenom also can't get a single hit conversion. No drive rush cancel on the board for him. Mickey, now is the time for him to rock.
Yeah, I like the throw too, just in case there's a tap parry on a wake up. Although Phenom's out of there with the dive kick on a wake up. Whoa, whoa.
Sick.
He's 1 hit away. Mickey just blocks and needs to throw. He needs one more solid hit to clean this one up, and the DI.
Damn,
What's
raw
with the super
DI.
cancel, so round on the board for Mickey.
Had no other choice. Was already in the stands with a crouching medium punch. Had no time to parry at all, obviously. The super, just not gonna happen. Mickey now with the throw.
No DPS there from Phenom as well, so that's a sign for Mickey. Bro, he is beating up Phenom's drive gauge, and there's a tap parry because of it.
Another throw. Phenom. Smashing up, just setting the pace. Low medium kick exposure. Yet again. Throw.
Simple stuff from Phenom on offense. Oh, missed time. Burns himself out as well. That's expensive, and I love the reset.
Beautiful.
Uh-oh, Phenom in trouble. Out of range, though. He doesn't spend a level 3 either. So now Mickey has CA. Oh, he went for the hooligan.
Oh, I thought there was gonna be a juggle, and he neutral jumps. Reading the throw against Mickey.
And the way Phenom played that in burnout. Look at the confidence on the walk-up dive kick as well. Oh, and he finds the hit. Back heavy kick for the confirm. Bad spot for Mickey now. A lot of tick throws. He saw Mickey do a parry on double jab earlier, so I think that's maybe in his mind. Blocks it correctly. Another throw.
Jeez. Phenom playing it nice and cool. Had to go for the OD uppercut.
And he backs it up. He's got time on the board, 76 seconds. Although, this is a chance for Mickey now. Whoever spends level 3 first is going to be forcing burnout. He's just attacking the drive gauge.
That's totally fine. He has CA to back it too. He gets a single opener. Oh my God. Burnout has occurred. You thought you could get a DI. Phenom with the back throw and rebuttal. Is he going to use the estate to back away? No, he's trying to press the issue. Dive kick coming in from Mickey. Phenom now backing away. He's also got level 3.
What a jump. Another one.
This
He's
is
not
so
anti-hero. He
dangerous with
recognized
both
a
of
third
them.
one. Why not take advantage?
Dang.
The veteran's mindset. He just sees the weakness and he attacks it 4 times in a row.
I mean, this is the same guy we've seen command grab Daigo like how many times? 5 or 6 times in a row? He'll keep going to the well if you're not reacting.
Why you gotta bring that one up, huh?
Sorry, Daigo.
That's an old wound.
I'm so sorry.
Nah, but it's right. I mean, when Phenom saw it, he's like, okay, it's time. You're not ready for it. I'm gonna do it back to back to back.
Oof. I can't go this far. I'm just gonna be backing away a little bit. Okay. Trying to hit a straight with that sweep.
What a hick from a little shy though on the conversion from Mickey.
Ooh.
Oh, no whip punish.
Send the big signal with the roundhouse. Very deep dive kick, getting the light link. Trying to get a throw. Mickey finally getting the dive kick to pay off to avoid the throw. And guess what? He's rewarded with the round.
Fancy stuff there. The spin knuckle extension, something that Cammy has now that's really cool that she can get a lot of damage off of, and the whip punish. And Phenom just, he's ready on time. You know, he sees the whip, walks in, finds a crouching medium kick on the walk back.
Oof. Yet again, reading the throw against Phenom.
Whoa. The laid back throw, and he gets counter hit thrown for it, and Phenom's first again.
Still going to that well, huh?
Yeah, he's gonna keep throwing him, I think. Yeah, I mean, he just recognized it's time. There it is. Another throw attempt. Mickey out of there. One hit round though. They both have so much meter. Nice whip punish, and he should be able to kill without any resources here. Set point to Phenom.
What an advantageous state to be in. Having 3 bars. Starting things off here. Very aggressive throw yet again is the answer. Mickey backing away ever so slightly.
Oh man. He's done so many throws. This shimmy about to hit. You could, you
Yeah,
could
you
feel.
think so?
Yeah, you could feel that that's the option that Phenom wants to look for late in the game.
Oh, good DP by
Good
Phenom.
call out. There it is. Another throw. Mickey tried to attempt with the button this time. You saw it.
Yeah, I think he's got to attack. The drive gauge is low. You can feel the threat from Mickey, and another throw from Phenom.
He's turning Camley into a grappler before our very eyes.
There's the anti-air. Went for the hooligan, the delay on it.
That hooligan was clean.
Oh my!
Scary. And an air-to-air looks good. He has the extension off of this. Lots of drive gauge to cook with. He has the level 1 at the end for the kill. The DP, it's enough.
Nice.
Mickey is tired of his tricks, tying up the set.
He didn't even need the level 1. He was calculated all the way through as soon as he got that hit. And this has been the big question now. How is he going to switch up while the throws have been so effective with Phenom?
Yeah, and Phenom, you know, he's going back to the well. He's being tricky, stuff that he's done a million times before. Instead, we'll have to see if he can go back to the well, be a little solid here, and get the job done against Mickey. Is it a throw or not? Is the guy? He's done so many. And there's a jab into the throw first. Mickey was holding up, I think, to try to get out of it.
Oh, now switching it up slightly, right? You saw the tick throw into the crouching heavy punch, then
God.
back into the mix. You know, Phenom, just keep going for it. There's another big answer from the side of Mickey. And he has to keep guessing, though.
He won't tech, brother. Like, he's just not down. He's dive kicking or he's going to block.
In the final game, he might be paying for it with his tournament life.
Ooh, a little high on the dive kick. There's a punish from Mickey. Punish counter light into the heavy.
Damn, that's mad high.
Burnout too. Oh, the DI no-go there. He's got drive rush for the extension. Should be able to double drive rush. Get the kill without any meter. Nicely done. Set point here.
Good kill.
What a turnaround. We thought it was going to be the problem with the throws coming in from
I need to
Phenom.
see Mickey make it all the way.
Rebuttal.
Wow.
And now it's Phenom actually getting baited. Throwing out.
No anti-air though from Mickey. Taxi build a bar. Ooh, Walker finding the hit with the heavy kick. Oh, another one. And Mickey's getting close here. He's 2 hits away. So throw, he's taking space. And what a DI!
A call out. Phenom tried to react. This is going to be so dangerous.
How much meter does he have left after this?
Mickey at full life.
Okay,
Phenom
drive's
getting
still
drive
pretty
gauge.
good.
No way.
Oh, check. You know, I had to respect the DP because it would have killed him. He's gonna burn himself out soon. The dive kick, not punish. Another dive kick.
And
Oh
a
my god.
throw.
EXDP?
Phenom can't do a drive rush cancel unless it
Nah.
kills.
Ooh, but Mickey can. He's got the drive. No anti-air. Oh my god. Drive rush is in. There's another throw. He's got level 3 though.
Single hit territory for Phenom.
Oh my god, burns. No anti-air. No anti-air again. Phenom just blocking it out. The air there, and it's
Oh,
a no-go.
wow.
Mickey moving on in this
Same
battle
brain,
for
but one
EVO
had
champions
EX.
And veterans alike, as he has a couple of sets away from a potential EVO championship. That young man gets the dub on
The crowd
stage, and
loves
he's got
him.
nowhere to go because we have our losers finals and then grand finals here to see if he can make it all the way.
The crowd absolutely erupting and already onto the stage. Kakadu is trying to get a piece of that action. He just wants to go back into the seat against Mena RD. He doesn't give a damn about anything else.
Bro, he's
Oh, we're
flying like
just
a Pokemon
shotgunning
trainer. He
the
just
rest of the
walked out,
tournament.
just do. He just like appeared, ran on the stage, and was just like, "I'm challenging you."
Whew.
That's gonna be a good one here, of course. And man, if you're Mickey, a nail biter of a set, scrapping for your life in this one where you can play defense, you can play offense, it's back and forth. Now he has to chase, right? He's dealing with Kakadu. He's gonna have to be the one to go in there and make this happen. So very curious about this one. And Kakadu, how is his mind palace? How is he feeling after that loss earlier? Is he gonna recompose and be okay, or is it gonna be a harsh loss that really sets the tone for this loser finals match for him?
Kind of difficult to gauge right now, but I'll tell you what, going up against opponent, Mickey, he's got to be feeling so confident making this run of a lifetime. And also the big adaptations against Phenom's offensive sequences, right? I mean, like, it was rather intimidating with all the throws that have been pretty much presented, even refusing to uppercut some of the big jump-ins that Phenom was trying to catch, but paid off dividends, clutching 3-2. Damn, this is actually the most hotly contested set in the loser side that we've seen in a lot of the CPT events this far.
Yeah, it's been really contentious. The last few matches, we've seen a lot of 3-2 action besides that dominant performance from Kakadu. So, you know, of course, we saw our replays, and they're just going to jump into it in a second here as our players are on the stage ready to go. Losers finals here at EVO. Doing some button checkings, character locking. Is it Cammy or Mai against Kakadu, who we know is going to be playing the JP?
Not too much intel on that just yet, but one thing's for sure, Kakadu, he has had this face since I saw him in Las Vegas. I shook his hand, slight smile, right back to business.
Yeah, this guy's serious. I don't think there's any ifs, ands, or buts for him. He's trying to throw hands immediately and get back into this. I think whether it's going to be to his benefit or detriment.
Taking a little bit of a sneak peek. There it is. The Mai does come out against JP. A little bit of a spoiler alert. You might have heard it.
Mai and JP.
Oh,
Oh, man.
these guys, man. What's their problem?
Couple of bullies.
Here it is. One thing about this matchup, of course, Mai with a very fast drive rush, a lot faster than Cammy, so she can get through the ghosts and the zoning a lot easier. Huge normals, what a whiff. Kakadu, I'm sure that wasn't intentional, as the amnesia whiff puts him in the corner early in this set.
Finding a way to pass. Some of the offense that Mickey presented initially, sending her full screen. Yeah, the departure was still available to take that teleport out.
Oh, you can just whack it away.
Worried about the range, you can empty jump.
My man just swiped away the fan.
Just whoosh, got rid of it, didn't care. Ooh,
What is
another
happening?
one. What's going on?
What is happening?
Yeah, that's back-to-back for Kakadu there. He's probably trying to crouch into ground normal and just getting it or something, but it's a big drop. Low drive gauge for Mickey. Very dangerous against JP here.
Ooh, that fierce? At that timing? In this economy?
I know, expensive. Level 2 available for Kakadu, which is always the win condition for JP.
Oh,
What a reaction!
That was beautifully done. Close to burnout is Mickey still.
Oh no.
Does
Level
achieve
2.
it. Level 2. How's your defense?
Jumped
Excellent
out.
choice.
Yeah, and the buffer though, he's gonna be chipped, and yeah.
Oh, wow.
For Mickey, it's gonna be meaty goes EX spike, another one afterwards. No room to wiggle. Counter hit. Wow, the walk up jab from Kakadu too. Another portal right at the end.
The back throw, set up the portal. No, it's gonna be a spike first. Double spike, really forcing Mickey to stand still for just a little bit. Low medium kick, tap it on the shins. A couple of times over.
Yeah, it's a good option, those spikes, in case he drive rushes on wake up to try to get by your portal. What a whip punch. Okay, this is what Kakadu looks like. If you saw him in the Mena set, you probably, thought this guy just gets beat up. But this is kind of the control I expect from him. Level 2 here, crouching jab to keep it a true string into the crouching medium kick. And this is just burnout pending any kind of hit. And it doesn't even need to be burnout if he can get the kill here. Stand heavy, EX goes spike, spin.
There's so much to
Damn.
talk about on top of that control. His
Just
timing
ran
against
through him.
His opponents have been so on point, right? There has definitely been a lot of talks in regards to like how or at least how a lot of the pros are like, yeah, I want to make sure that I study the person I'm up against just to see what their button timing is like, right? To kind of formulate my game plan around that if I get these specific scenarios. Kakadu, you saw a couple of delays going into the crouching medium punch and also a very, very good poke to do that. So the control plus all of that is so intimidating.
As he's back to the Cammy here.
And the skip, come on, man.
Yeah, we're not speedrunners. We do not like skips in this audience. So you see that early throw here. Amnesia right away. Does not like the tail end of that. It's a DP from Mickey. A lot of drive gauge off both of them early. He just has the air threat in this matchup now. That's the difference. Lower ground speed, but you have the access to a pretty dangerous air approach. Wow, what a perfect parry though.
And the drive rush, an appropriate punish.
Yeah, not having the fast drive rush from Mai could be a factor, but instead Mickey looks way more comfortable in this case. So
Damn! An explosive rebuttal here in game 2. With the
Cammy
first to
seems to
start.
be the answer.
Cammy, pretty damn good.
yeah, this is clearly the comfort pick, I think, for him. Oh, whiff and no whiff punish. Hakadu's been good at that so far.
You saw the attempt at possibly trying to breeze by the ghost. You saw that drive rush earlier.
Nice block. Wow.
Damn! Even better hooligan axe kick.
He used a lot of hooligan, actually. Wow, crosscut DP too. It does get him out of the corner, though.
Oh, you saw the counter hit. Low medium kick. Mickey in hot pursuit. There's the throw. Oh, and the bait on the dive kick. Kakadu tried to get him upon recovery, but just a little bit far off the mark. Mickey 2 rounds straight. That was mad quick.
Yeah, that was a lot tougher for Kakadu there. I think the air approach, so threatening, and then also Mickey just walking in and finding these buttons on the ground as well. He's not been whip punished with the same success he had against Mai.
Come on,
Mai's such a
Mickey.
popular character,
Take
actually,
out
not
JP.
prepped.
Makes a lot more sense. Oh, drivers forward. Mickey trying to probe just a little bit, right? You see some of these crouching medium punches.
Look at how much space Mickey's got, by the way. That's a punish. Oh, he doesn't get the punish counter confirmed. But Mickey is cornering Kakadu without hitting him. He's just pushing him to the corner with his walk speed and his threat on the screen.
Oh,
Wow.
Tried to bait out a throw.
Good
perhaps, or
block
maybe
by
even
Kakaru.
a low-end button.
Yeah, trying to catch him biting. Wow.
Oh no!
Neutral jump from Kakadu was excellent there. I love the empty jump. Just that bait is so clean. And now portal above, you got to deal with that. New portal's out. Tries to make it in, and he's too prepared. Lots of drive gauge and meter to work with here. Pierce.
Damn, that was right on the money.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Didn't even need to spend any super on that, so big win for Kakadu as he has level 2 here, which is a threat to your drive gauge.
Damn!
Tons of damage too. Look at
Damn,
this. Push on
big
this forward
damage
kick,
coming up.
Spike, portal, lots of options to deal with, and look at the jump back.
Yeah, he just wants to maintain that control with Mickey. Still coming in with that dive kick now with a forward throw. Drive rush on in, back medium punch, followed by a plethora of different buttons. Kakadu has not found a way out just yet. Punish counter, you do get the throw. Drive rush on in there. Real menacing too as Cammy is now in burnout. Mickey, how do you fight out of the corner? Oh, there's no shot. There's absolutely no shot. Kakadu, he was just waiting for you. Drive impact, level 3, that's all he wrote. Game 2.
Kakadu. 2-1 lead in the set, just like
Damn, Kakaru's on a
so much
roll
control in
again.
range too. And you know, Mickey kind of ran over him before, but the minute it slowed down again, Kakaru just too comfortable. I think at the pace of the match, if you can't wrestle it away from him, he's too tough to beat.
What are you supposed to do as Mickey, right? You've already tried so many different spaces to try to intimidate Kakaru. Now a lot more active with the buttons. You see it from the side of Kakaru.
I like the drive rush too. Clearly Kakaru thinking about the air and whip punishes, so Mickey trying a new approach with the drive rush.
Already cycling through so many options. Roundhouse coming back and forth now from the side of Mickey. That is an excellent punish against the Ghost.
Good
Very
rushing.
drive rush, good catch as well. Counter hit. EV ender.
Crouching heavy punch. Cross cuts. Making Kakaru pay the toll. Nullifying the hooligan. Oh, we got the dive kick. And also.
Oh,
the
good
big
shimmy.
throw. Let me see the rest of it.
Level 1. That's the kill. Mickey, excellent stuff there to recognize the situation and know that he can get the kill with that optimized combo route.
Bring the fight right back to him.
Yeah, and Kakaru, when he gets in trouble, that's where you can make it count, right? You make it scrambly, you make it weird. You don't want him to just sit there and play the game kind of grounded and controlled.
Sure.
So I like that Mickey's trying to scramble with late dive kicks, weirder looks, try to make him uncomfortable.
Ooh, and he was ready for that. How often do you see that roundhouse get whiff punished?
Yeah, with a heavy too as well. Slow button. And now, oh, I love that. Try to put the brakes on the drive rush. Catch Mickey checking.
Talking about that control being shown off by Kakaru yet again. And that was so tricky to the standing medium kick. It's gonna tantalize Mickey a little bit, but now he's
Oh, wow, perfect.
yeah, match point here in Losers Final. And with a perfect,
Can Kakaru get
Come
a
on,
shot at
Mickey.
revenge
Pull it out.
against Mena after that dominant winner side performance? Can he end the dream here?
uh-oh.
Mickey with the approach, portals off screen, no longer a threat.
Sitting back and waiting a little bit. Neutral jump medium, trying to test the waters with low medium kick as well. Ooh.
Nice buffer too, he's ready with the medium kick, intercept, portal above, walks in for the throw knowing the parry is coming.
Smart.
He's gonna burn him out here, this is a bad spot. He's gotta try to parry, doesn't go for it, instead he gets hit, portals up for the
Oh,
extension.
no,
Here, burns.
that's it.
Should be the kill, he's got level 1 at the end of this for Kakaru. No, he doesn't go for it, but chip is a factor too. How do you get out of this if you're Mickey? And the answer is you can't, as Kakaru ends
Damn,
the
that was an
run of
insanely
our
good run by
incredible
Mickey,
young
though.
player here. Las Vegas, can everybody here make some noise for Mickey with the 3rd place finish here at Evolution?
The dream's definitely not over yet for Mickey. I'll tell you what, there's so much potential to go in the rest of the CPT. Mickey with an explosive
I love this
explosive
standing
debut
ovation.
here at Evolution. The crowd on their feet for this young man, absolutely well deserved.
And I've got great news for everybody at home. If you're a Mickey fan, you will be seeing him at Capcom Cup. He's also
That's true.
qualified with this 3rd place finish. So even if it's a long flight home, he's got a pretty important event to look forward to.
That's
early
crazy. Qualified for Capcom Cup at his first offline
to
event.
get our rematch in our grand finals between these two. We're gonna get a look at the replays between them and see the control that Kakaru had here. Really just so difficult to get in on. And this is the opposite of the Mena set, where Mena had so much confidence, so much space. So we give a round of applause for Mickey coming off the stage, everybody at home.
Even in the chat, yo. Give it up for Mickey. Talking about it again, even Mena D stopped him and dapped him up. He wanted to give him a couple of words as well to get ready for his matchup, but looking at the replay at hand, you were talking about the amount of control. There was so much more confidence, so much at play from Kakaru to kind of present that puzzle towards Mickey, right?
Right. And that's the problem. That's the thing you're dealing with here, is that Kakaru, when he's in control, is so tough to deal with. He makes world-class players stumble and fall trying to make their way in, but it was the opposite that we saw earlier from Mena, where he was just in so much control. So excellent stuff from him, of course. These replays were presented by PlayStation Tournaments. Thanks to them for helping make this whole thing happen and give us a look at the matches. And now we have our grand finals, a repeat of the winners finals of our tournament, a repeat of the grand finals of EVO Japan, and we'll see if Kakaru can finally get his revenge.
Man, take a deep breath and take a look at this bracket, right? Did any of you expect it to be the way that it's laid out before you?
And that deep run from Mickey looking really impressive in this, and Mena just beating up everybody on the way here. Beating Phenom, beating Kakaru 3-0, and now being the man to beat to put, I think, one of the stamps on his sort of fighting game passport here he's been looking for a long time, which is an EVO Vegas win. And I think with a win here, maybe undoubtedly the best Street Fighter player of this generation, maybe ever, you know, with the decorated trophy case he has of Capcom Cup wins and stuff, with EVO Japan wins and now an EVO win here, this would be a big one.
The pressure is on. He is going to be on the loser's side. He has to win the first to 3, at least in the very beginning, at least to get that reset going against Mena RD, but there's going to be so much adaptation involved here between that set he had in winners finals against Mena RD. However, Mena could bulldoze him, right? He's definitely a man of the people. He's got a lot of heart, got a lot of emotion, and rides off of that. He's made some pretty impressive reads against Kakadu, hence why we see him coming in from the loser side. We'll see what happens now. This is it. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you yet again the grand finals, Kakadu versus Mena RD.
They let it rock.
And finally the intro gets to rock for our final set of the evening. Everybody around the world and here in the venue, it's time for Evolution Grand Finals. Kakadu from Japan, Mena.
Alright, Mena RD, do me a favor, make it quick so I can go to bed.
Very big call out against Kakadu. We do get the throw. Closing the gap immediately from that Blanca ball. This is the corner pressure that we talked about in the previous time they interacted in the winners finals. Kakadu was not able to escape throw jail.
Yeah, he was really in trouble. The reads on offense from Mena were so good. And his ability to sniff out kind of the weakness on your defense and the weakness of your own offense is something that makes him a world-class player. One of his biggest strengths. Burnout here coming from Mena. He knows it, so he just drive reversals right away. Threatening the hop, and what a check.
Oh, and he actually
good jump.
Right into Mena's hands. A couple of lights, the conversion into, oh my God.
Damn,
He
he's
dug his
crazy.
nose right into the suit.
And when you're right, you're right. Mena just knew he had the triple lights into the level 1 just in case. The forward heavy punch afterwards. Mena, there's so much offense here, and you can just feel the pressure is on Kakadu to make something happen. And it's not working so far as Mena, again, that forward medium kick usage this whole entire tournament to beat those late reactions. And boy, oh boy, is it amnesia time or not is the question here. Doesn't go for it just yet, and now he's gonna beat up his drive gauge, threaten him, and he backs off trying to bait something there. What? The perfect parry Prince! And the wrong combo again!
Another one.
Oh my, he's right this time. Lots of bar on his side, he doesn't spend any.
Lightning Beast draining just little by little. He's trying to put up so many projectiles. Is Kakadu to reduce that timer? Drive rush on it in there. Oh no! Oh,
and the parry. Side swap. Goes for the reset, and he catches him swinging just like that. Mena's on the board.
How long does Lightning Beast last for?
Back-to-back call-outs. Kakadu falling for it. Mena RD's gonna be feeling mad confident after that first game.
Gotta slow him down, that's the thing, and he's having so much trouble. The looks, look at that. The looks he gives him are so confusing. It's fake coward crouch, and then the drive rush catches the whip. There's the anti-up from Kakadu. He finds a sliver of control in this match, but he hasn't had much so far.
And it's so expensive now, too. Teleport on in there, try to catch a normal, perhaps. What just happened? He was still within range of the throw. Did he move forward, extend his hurt box?
Yep, exactly. He drive rushed into it. Now Burnout's a threat. And that's that on the drive gauge here. Goes for the throw. Again, it was regular amnesia for Kakadu and the DI. This time he's ready.
Damn, what a good amnesia pop.
He gets some space, but Mena has a lot of drive gauge to chew through here. This Kakadu's got to try to survive for a bit here. The ball in. No parry. Out of Burnout, though.
So intense, too. Mena RD is looking for any sort of projectile at this range, right? Oh, he contemplated it.
He needs one whip punish, so he can play passive, and that's what he's doing. So Kakadu takes initiative. Mena has so much drive gauge, too. That's the thing. It's very, very hard to make this happen without that drive gauge going down. He's trying to activate into level 2 there.
So imperative that Mena RD does get that level 2, but instead it's the back no punish counter at that.
Gonna burn him out, and now chip. Kakadu has to avoid the chip. He's gonna try to jump or amnesia the ball, so he's just waiting. Beautiful
Damn,
stuff from Mena.
he wanted to amnesia so bad.
And he just senses with the right choices. He tells when your fear is there, and he can just make the perfect response.
Breaking down all the defensive options against Kakadu, going for the immediate level 3 right off the bat, leaving at least, what, 45 to 50%, but I'll tell you what, the drive gauge right now, so healthy for Kakadu, drive rushing on in there. The sharp angle, getting denied from that jump in. Mena RD caught it for a little bit. I love that drive rush, getting the command hop past the body. Level 3 is intact. He's gonna punish the hell out of that amnesia. You thought I forgot? Not today. Back medium kick to catch the side switch. Lightning Beast engaged. How do you stop this man while you're in burnout? Answer is, you probably can.
And there it is.
There's this done.
Back. Here comes the fella.
He gets a combo after this as well. He's got more on the table. The up ball. EX for the kill.
Damn.
Marching
What a
dominantly
round.
towards an EVO championship here in Vegas. One game is all.
He's just
he needs.
rolling
And
through
what does Kakeru
Kakeru
do? The
right
whip
now.
punch works out, but it feels so temporary. There it is. He's
like
ready with the
that.
slide.
Opening with a forward throw after that slide. Medium kick, forward medium kick at that. Getting the big opener against Kakeru. Bring him back to the corner. Drive rush on in there. Apply even more pressure. The lightning, the throws. Kakeru, no answers in sight. Trying to jump out. Mena RD is reading him like a book. He's looking at
Damn, Mena's gonna take it
championship
so
point. Mena
easy.
RD, can he do it?
Championship point
Japan,
now.
EVO Vegas back-to-back championship potentially here for Mena, and Kakeru no answers. The Capcom Cup champion just looking lost in the lights, and he just can't make a right choice here on defense. It feels like Mena just always knows there's an amnesia that works, but nothing out of it just yet. Okay, the forward heavy kick looks good.
Not too bad, a little bit of damage. Jump back medium kick. No way. Was that
One
a
hit
drive
away.
rush?
One hit away indeed. Double drive rush. He has the level 3. And
He's
Mena
won
RD
this.
cannot be denied 2 times here in Japan. And now your Evolution 2025 Street Fighter 6 champion, Mena RD.
What a
No
run for
end
grand
in
final.
sight. And that, I think, cements in many people's mind who the answer for the greatest Street Fighter player of all time.
Mena is just built different.
Many people would argue it's the man
Phenomenal
on the stage,
player.
Mena RD.
The eruption, the emotion, the electricity, all well deserved towards Mena RD.
And I gotta say, one of the most dominant EVO performances I have ever seen.
3-0 yet again. Back-to-back winners finals, grand finals against one of the most challenging contenders we could ever ask for in this season, in multiple seasons.
And look at
Street Fighter
Kakeru.
6.
Think about Kakeru's matches. No one could touch him. Everybody else that Kakeru plays, it's like it looks like they can't play the game, and he fights Mena, and this guy's just different. There's levels to this. There's a difference, right, in how people are, and that just shows you how it is. You see the emotion getting to Mena on the stage. He's had a lot of big wins in his life, but I'm sure this is one he's been thinking about for a long time. As he gets his EVO Vegas trophy, cementing another on a very decorated trophy case for this guy up on the stage. And still sunk in that chair, of course, is our second place finisher, Kakeru. What an incredible performance from that guy. Capcom Cup champion. You can be the greatest player in the world 6 months ago, and then a loss like this is really just so heartbreaking for a player as good as him. It really doesn't feel fair that he loses. That's just how good he is, right? It doesn't feel fair for someone that talented to not be the champion here for an event like this.
There's really a lot to take in when you talk about this specific event, right? When it comes to all the tours that are involved with a multitude of different games, being at the World Championship for EVO is just so much different. Like we talked about this with a plethora of different pro players. They're like, yeah, sure, Capcom Cup is cool, SK World Championships are really cool, but EVO is it for a lot of these players. Even for a lot of the spectators, even the commentary, we're like, dude, this is easily the most prestigious tournament in my opinion. Open bracket, a giant minefield going through it. You never know what happens in the top 8, but still seeing that consistency from Mena RD easily cements him as the best.
Yeah, I cannot think of a lot of EVO performances that look like that in almost any game, right? Like it's such a dominant performance from him. And wild to think that, you know, this is his first EVO Vegas victory, despite how good he's been at this game. And the thing about him is, you know, at different events, he's up and down and stuff like that. The big stages, he shows up, right? These EVO stages, he's always there as that competitor. And like watching that, it's hard to deny. Playing a character that's not that common even with All Blanca as well. Just like showing up and having that kind of a performance, it doesn't make much sense. It's just like this guy is otherworldly and an incredible competitor. Just he's so full of fire and still, you know, despite having so many championships for so many years. His first one was 8 years ago, back in 2017, where he won that Capcom Cup, and now here he is, still winning on this stage and still in the prime of his career.
Yeah, so much to really learn from a guy like Menardi with the caliber as he is as a person, as a player, as a competitor, etc., and also really guiding the way for a lot of the players in the Dominican Republic. This right here is your moment. This right here is your champion, and you got to relish in that moment exactly with him in every single stage that he is a part of.
He's such a good
blessing
player.
Our community just by the work
You
ethic he's
can't
been putting
prepare
into
for
each
him.
and every one of single these games. And honestly, we wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, what a performance by him. It's hard to describe how dominant that is for an event like this, right? Especially because so many other players look so talented throughout all this, and they have such a chance, and there's so much back and forth. And then it just shows up and has a performance like that, a wild one. So you got to be thinking, you know, going into the rest of the year, I'm curious to see how he does when he travels and all that kind of stuff. I'm curious how it shapes up around Capcom Cup when that's coming up. So incredible performance, of course, from him. Hopefully everybody here enjoyed all the matches so far. We're going to head it up to the stage to crown all of our competitors and our Evolution champion.
Please, everybody, as loud as you possibly can, for your Street Fighter 6 EVO 2025 Top 8 roster. Make some noise for all of these players standing on this stage right now. This does not come easy to stand up here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just saw one of the most amazing performances to date in the world of Street Fighter. One more time for your EVO Top 8!
Now, let's get these gentlemen their medals. Please make some noise for 7th place, Angry Bird!
Man, it was so crazy to think that Angry Bird's in 7th place.
And also in 7th place, the Golden Finger, LaShore.
Now for 5th place.
Mickey
the
actually
legendary
ran through
child,
so many incredibly
Shanghai.
talented players.
And also in 5th place, Japanese fighting game god, Furo.
And now in 4th place, the Moose is loose, Phenom!
And in 3rd place, blow the roof off of this place, ladies and gentlemen, the young god, Mikey!
I honestly believe he could end up being the youngest EVO champion for Street Fighter. Given time. He's got a few years to be able to do it.
And finally, in 1st place, the first player ever to win EVO Japan and EVO Las Vegas back to back. Some would say the GOAT, Menardi!
And also, don't forget for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place, we have the wonderful Nacon sticks going out to all 3. Please, gentlemen, when you get those sticks, raise them up high. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Thank you very much, Nicole, for providing some artillery for these players.
Again, before we do get to talk to our champion, this top 8 was just too phenomenal. One more time, turn this place up for your EVO 2025 Street Fighter 6 Top 8!
This was a really good Evo. All 4 games today were crazy good.
I have a few questions for you. All right, first, going into a tournament like this, having the weight of your EVO Japan win on your back, what was your mental state coming to this particular EVO this year?
It's been long enough.
I think that's a fair answer. Give it up. That is a fair answer. It has been long enough for him.
Mena, your legacy at this point, to say that it's solidified would be an understatement. I know how deep your pride goes. Please let the people know exactly what you want them to be looking at when they look at Mena RD, and what message did you send by winning EVO Vegas?
Honestly, that's a great question. But I don't want people to look at what Mena RD did today. I want people to look at what we all did today. Being part of this show, is the biggest privilege of my life. And being able to perform in front of all of you just confirmed to me that we're doing something beautiful. Thank you so much.
Man, and the man's humble too.
By far the answer of a legit, true champion through and through. Mena RD, thank you very much, AT&T, for helping us provide these interviews for these players. But without further ado, we have one more thing to give the champion. Chris Lee, can you please assist us? Can you please assist us, Mr. Lee? Let's go, EVO 2025. This is it, your last chance. Turn this place upside down, inside out, for the Street Fighter 6 EVO champion, Mena RD!
Fucking well-deserved win by Mena.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your EVO champion. Let's hear it. Mena! Mena! That said, let's send things over to our commentators.
Truly well spoken from our EVO champion, Mena RD. It reminds me of a phrase that I believe Valle might have said earlier, actually a while ago. It's the games that bring us to these events, but it's absolutely the people that make us stay. And I genuinely feel like this right here, it's the evolution of fighting games, hence the name. We wouldn't be here without this exact support, the love, the passion, the energy that goes into our everyday going into fighting games, reaching out to other communities, entering locals, entering events, online, offline. We're all part of one big family, and it is truly, truly something special.
Yeah, and it's everybody who is interested in fighting games, whether you're organizing a local, whether you're just watching from home, enjoying all the action. You know, there's a lot of important people that make these things happen. It's not just the people who run the biggest events in the world, but you're like your homie who gathers you and 6 other people to play some Street Fighter or whatever fighting game you're playing is what really matters. And like that's how all of us get started and end up in a place like this, which is where, you know, we're so, as he mentioned, privileged to be here and get to talk about these games and hang out with all of you at home. Whether you're nice or mean to everybody that you watch, just know that we share a common language, and that language is fighting games.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Again, seeing you all here year after year after year, even for those that have come up and said, yo, this is my very first EVO, I'm glad you actually shared that information because, again, I love the fact that you are in this space, and I would love to see you continue on your journey here at EVO, at the FGC. I'm just so excited. I'm not going to pull a James right now. I'm going to hold it back just a little bit. Shout out to my boy James Chen. I just want to keep it a little light, but from the bottom of our hearts, everybody behind the cameras, production, etc., everybody that put on EVO, thank you.
If you ran a bracket here at EVO, if you played, if you just came to watch, came to support, We appreciate that, of course. And this
That
kind of stuff
Miku
happens
flag
thanks
is so
to
good.
ridiculous people all year long. These kinds of events come together. So thanks to all of them for working really hard on this. Thanks to all of you for joining us for this and enjoying this excellent evolution year after year. As always, thanks for tuning in this year, and we hope we get to see you again next time.
All right, guys, so I don't want to get emotional up here or anything, but what I will say is that it's been an absolute honor to stand here in front of all you guys. The FGC absolutely changed my life. Even when people didn't believe in me, you all did. And I believe in all of you guys just the same. This is the most amazing community on this planet, and forever I will represent the fighting game community. Thank you.
I couldn't agree more. It's such an honor and a completely humbling experience, not only just working along these legends, but also putting on a show for each and every one of you, because honestly, without this community, I don't know where I'd be. So thank you guys.
I have to agree. I can't believe when I started watching in 2009 that I would get to stand in front of all of you. Las Vegas turns into something truly special every single year, and it's because of all of you and all the passion and all the love that you bring and the love that you have for this scene, your locals that you bring to Las Vegas and you represent every year, and that makes this truly fantastic. Thank you.
I say this a lot when people come up to me and we do interviews and things like that, and people ask me questions about the FGC, and I say it to people individually, but I think it's important to say it to all you in front of the whole world. This is the most important thing in my life besides my family and my friends. It's you. My family, my friends, the people that I love, but the FGC, EVO, fighting games in general, I've had the best memories of my life standing on a stage like this, playing games like this, being surrounded by people like you, and I will forever be humbled and thank every one of you for supporting not only me, but all of us. I love you all, and I will never be able to say thank you enough for allowing me to be here and also represent this community. You guys are the greats, and I will never leave you. I will always be here. This place is my home, and it is all of our homes. Doesn't matter. This is our home. I love you guys to death.
FGC, FGC,
And beautiful sentiments from them all. I really need to go to an EVO one day when things are calmed down in the States and they're playing.
Before we go anywhere, do you guys mind hanging out so we can take a picture together? Are you guys cool with that? Can we make this happen? All right, where's Rob at? Where's Rob? We know, where's Rob? Where's Rob? Oh, hold on, he's already back here. Big Robbie's back here. All right, hold on, let's just get set up safely. Safely. There we go, I like this. Yeah, that's right. Yo, Daps. That's why we're getting set up. That's why we're getting set up.
Dap me up.
That's why we're getting set up. Yo, this is almost like a show. Can you guys let me crowd surf on you?
Wait. Joe, we're missing someone.
What happened?
We need Rick.
We need Rick! We need Rick!
What pose we doing? Hold on.
Let's go! Woo! All right, now, before we sign off, I need you guys to make noise one more time. I love you, Chris Lee. How many people have been to EVO before? How many people in this room, is this their first EVO?
No, there's no law. I just made a character to
How many people am I
represent
seeing next
myself
year?
on stream.
You guys are absolutely the best. Thank you for an amazing weekend. I will always remember. Remember, we love you forever. It's because of you that we stand on this stage. We will see you next year. Thank you very much, and good night.
Okay. Hey. Here's how this works. Everybody's favorite Marvel movie gimmick. We have a credits list because a lot of people put this show together and they all deserve a moment.
Oh,
in the
because I did
series
this
of
myself, and
one of which
doing
is
I
how
don't
many
have the
bonus
skill
will
set
ran
to
a
do a live
bracket this
2D
weekend?
VTuber myself yet.
Thank you. This doesn't happen with all of you. So let's give a moment to everybody who deserves their moment, and then we're gonna get to that tradition. Maybe.
Okay, I think they're doing credits now. So yeah, this was a lot of. Since it's credits time, I'll say this now. This was a lot of fun to do. I am not doing this solo again. This was a long ass stream. I had to be up so early for this. If I do an EVO stream again, I will want to have at least 2 or 3 co-hosts to keep me company. Just so I have some people to help keep me active on quiet times, because every now and then I just found it very hard to either keep my eyes open, so I'd be silent for like 2 minutes straight, or just every now and then there's just quiet moments where I didn't really have much to say, so I need other people to help me fill the void. Also, thank you for the follow.
It is a marvelous Saturday night here at EVO Las Vegas, and what a special weekend it's
Seems like my follow notifications are broken, so I'll need to fix that up on my own later. That can wait. But yeah, I definitely want to do this again. Just, I need to find people to do it with. But I got a whole year to figure that out.
Hey, what is this? It's this grand finals? What do you mean? We have Raging Jane and one more behind it. Koji Koko is your EVO 2025 champion. Oh, the brink is gone. And there's the death. I think it's going to be his fastest reach. And I think we've got a new EVO champion. Casey, what you do? That's right, baby. That's what he's doing. Once again, we're doing an EVO top 8, guys. Oh, my goodness. That's not supposed to work that way. This guy is crazy, bro. But he's about to get pulled out, but he's falling to close out EVO 2025. Goichi is your champion. EVO 2025. If you're ready for some Tekken 8, make some noise.
Here we go. Only one can be crowned champion.
Sultan, what a down jam, and Arslan Ash takes another evolution. Welcome, everybody.
I don't know if I have a favorite, honestly. Takedo is definitely up there for me. I'm upset that he wasn't in the top 8 this year. I also really like Goichi and Sonic Fox. In the Tekken side, as much shit as he cops, I do like that Arslan Ash just came out of nowhere and put Pakistan on the map. But I also like some of the older people like Rangchu and JDC are from there. But every now and then I just make my decision on who I like for a match depending on what character they pick. Oh, thank you. No, not really. I'm not interested because I'm not in a place where I can give people commission money. Maybe later when I have a better handle to be able to do that, but right now, no. I'm just waiting for them to play the clip at the end. I need to wait for it to happen. I can't leave before that. And I don't know. I don't know when I'll go live next. Maybe on Friday. Maybe a bit before if I want to play some Donkey Kong, but I need to see how my week goes first. Especially since I need to recover from EVO. Okay, I think they're about to play the clip, so I'll quickly say it now. Thank you for everyone that came out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.